Said I'm Luke, I'm 5 and my dad's Bruce Lee. Drives me round in his JCB. I'm Luke, I'm 5 and my dad's Bruce Lee. Drives me round in his JCB. I'm Luke, I'm 5 and my dad's Bruce Lee. Drives me round in his JCB. I'm Luke, I'm 5 and my dad's Bruce Lee. Drives me round.
I never remember all the hotkeys. Hello, everyone. I hope you're well. Is that? Yeah, I'm on. I'm on. Great, great news. Hi, everyone. Right, let's move the moon out. Let's move the moon out of the way. Let's move the moon out of the way. Yeah, it's on its way. It's on its way. It's on its way. It is me. Yes. Hello, Bread Santa. Hello, B&M Bandit. I don't think it was. That'll be me. It doesn't sound like something I'd do. Although it does sound like they were being helpful. The spitting, I've got quite a generic look, I think. I think this is quite a common look. I don't think it's classic me, Brad Santa, to offer to pick up some anyway, let's not get sidetracked. We're not even tracked, and I'm planning to do something that's sidetracking us anyway. So let's not get more right, okay, it's Deckectives. It's going to be Deckectives. It's going to be Deckectives. I've got one of my fellow detectives waiting on the call, but I'm definitely them out because it's a special time of year. It's a special time of year, guys. No, I can't find anything. It's a special time of year. In just a few short days, it'll be the first annual Fishmas. And I'm going to ignore all the dog poo talk just for now. And I thought it would help to get us in the Fishmas spirit if we had a little Fishmas carol. Actually, I'm going to deafen Dr. Plant because you can listen to the stream. Don't listen to me singing without the backing track. Okay. Is everyone feeling Fishmasy? And we will be rating detectives. Okay, let's see how this goes. Wow. What a thing to say. Well, you can just listen to the stream. That's probably the best way to experience this, I think. Look, I only partially designed it, JC. Okay, let's not drag this out any longer. Here we go. Oh. Okay, here we go. That is true, Josie, yes. Okay, here we go. Let's get in the Fishmas spirit. Hello, Raggy. You're just in time for something horrible. It's beginning to look a lot like Fishmas. Everywhere you go. Take a look in the 5 and 10. It's glistening once again, with fishing rods and silver cods that glow. It's beginning to look a lot like Fishmas. Bait in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is the big bass that will be in your own live well. To land a lunker with at least one stream viewer is the wish of Barney and Ben. Favourable spawns and lots of fish on is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Albert is just hoping that you play on medium. Fish, 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 fish. It's beginning to look a lot like Fishmas. Everywhere you go, there's a fish in the Grand Hotel, one in the park as well. The sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. It's beginning to look a lot like Fishmas. Soon the lines will cast. And the only important thing is the bass are waiting. Biggest fish wins a hat. Right, yeah. Live well, everyone. Hope we're having this is getting us in the Fishmas spirit. And to a lesser extent, ready for the stream where we rank different detectives. Okay, here we go. To land a lunker with at least one stream viewer is the wish of Barney and Ben. Favourable spawns and lots of fish on is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Albert is just hoping that you play on medium. Ha 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 ha. Fish, 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 fish. It's beginning to look a lot like Fishmas. Soon the lines will cast. And the only important thing is the bass are waiting. Biggest fish wins a hat. There we go. Merry Fishmas, everyone. Live well. Right, let's do the stream. Right, let's bring Dr. Plaid.
Oh, I want to. Oh, I don't know now.
You don't know what about the stream? You're not in the Fishmas spirit.
Oh, well, maybe I'm too much in the Fishmas spirit to think about detectives.
Oh well, it doesn't have to be one or the other. I think.
Never done a detective song.
No, it's never really come up. What song would you like me to What?
I wouldn't like you to do one.
No, exactly. Right, should we explain what the stream is? Because it might be confusing now to people that that have come in and just seen me singing
Yeah.
and
Oh, you
almost.
think this is the confusing bit?
No, I think the whole thing is a confusing bit. Bread Sounds has described me as their BTS. Not sure what that means.
You know about BTS.
Well, they're the K-pop band, aren't they?
Yeah.
But I'm not
And
like I'm not like them.
well, they've got very devoted fans.
No, Brad said if we do a stream where we rank fish, maybe do you know about fish?
More likely than you think. Do I know about fish? Do I know about fish?
Well, I'm asking that as well. Do you
Yeah,
know
I
about
know
fish?
about fish. Yeah, I know about fish.
What do you know?
I've already got a set of fish top trumps though, so we don't need to do one of those.
Do you? What is that?
Yeah.
What like?
But I had to update it because I disagreed with what Top Trump said. But yes.
That's great. Oh, where have you gone? Oh, it's just you.
Oh.
You briefly took over the whole stream.
Oh.
Right, okay. We can see our wonderful top trump cards flipping through in front of us. And that's what we're doing. We're ranking all the detectives. We're making them into what will be, hopefully, a festive playable game of top trumps at some point on stream. We'll arrange a time for that.
Yeah.
So we're ranking all the detectives by the categories you can see on the screen. So sidekick, genius, style, morality, and wit. If I bring up the spreadsheet, you can see the detectives that we have ranked so far. So far we have got 61 detectives ranked and 66 on the spreadsheet. So that's quite a lot.
Yeah.
That's got to be almost all of them.
Yes, I hope it is almost all of them.
Dance Fly was hitting their limit of detectives. Oh no, there's going to be at least one more. Also, Bird.exe will probably be with us later. I mean, basically, I forgot to tell them the stream was happening. So it's my fault, really.
Oh.
But yeah. But that's fine. They'll be here later. Okay. Oh yeah. Thank you, Bread Center, for fixing. Oh, I've not fixed this. Oh, sorry. I'll tell you what. Let's start thinking about detective, and I will add that one to the spreadsheet in a minute. Now, how do you feel about Gene Hunt? Were you trying to avoid Gene Hunt?
Yeah, well, the thing is, I can talk about him, but I just all the time I get told there's a good twist, and Game Time said that the twist was like vital to understanding his character, but I, gone this long avoiding Ashes to Ashes spoilers.
That's fine. Do you know what we could actually? The best way to do it. Shall we deal with him very quickly based on your current knowledge of Gene Hunt, and then when you've finished watching Life on Mars, if you feel you have to update the stats, that can always be done at a later date.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
Because otherwise, there's no other way to do it without spoilers, is there?
Yeah,
So
and I do like him as a character.
Let's not Google
so
him. Let's just go entirely on your current knowledge of Gene Hunt and rank them.
Okay.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that right now. Start the clock. Okay, what do you think about Gene Hunt? So he's from Life on Mars and Ashes and Ashes. Ashes and Ashes. He was in
Ashes and Ashes.
Ashes and Ashes.
I haven't seen any Ashes and Ashes.
Loads of Ashes.
Only Life on Mars and only half of 4 episodes of season 1. So probably we learned some more about his character. Fish is fizzing up the stream with £5.
Sharky and George, crime busters of the sea.
Number one, he's a cop in the 70s.
In the 70s, yeah.
And I would say he has a fairly traditional cop in the 70s kind of attitude.
Yeah, I think that's very true.
Bad.
Yeah, bad.
It's a bad attitude to have. Generally sexist, racist, just a bit of a knob, really. But, do you know, despite all that, he's like like the institution he's working in is bad, and the 70s were bad. Everybody was sexist.
They were. That is true.
And
Yeah.
so, despite that, he does have some moments where he's like doing his best in the situation he's in, and like, you know,
Yes, he
trying to get round stuff.
That's right. He broadly has a sense of justice, I think, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Like
I think he would look very badly on like a bent cop if the bent cop wasn't being like a vigilante and doing it for good. But he would be pro Batman. It's
yeah, yeah, that's true. Gene Hunt would be pro Batman.
I think so. Which is, that's fine. But either way, I think his morality has to be quite low, but it's not necessarily a flat zero, despite him being
being a cop and a bad man.
Yeah, but nevertheless, I think it's probably like a
3 or a 4,
two?
I think, or a 2.
Yeah,
Two,
maybe
yeah.
a 3.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm happy to go with a 3.
Oh no! I've written 3 over the. I've written 3. I've written 3 over Sharky and George, Crime-Busters of the Sea, which is a very good suggestion.
Okay.
Okay, he has lots of sidekicks.
Yeah, he has lots of sidekicks. I like them all. I like the whole cast of Life on Mars.
Yeah, it's good.
Great.
It's a good show.
Yeah, and I think it's, when you think about Life on Mars, yeah, you think about John Sim and Gene Hunt, but actually,
no, it's the guy with the big hair.
I think the charm of Life on Mars is like that little weedy guy and the lady who is helping John Sim. So like, I would put the sidekicks pretty high. Can I name a single one of them? No. So,
no, I can't off the top of my head, but they are good. Hello,
are they all either like cops or like evil journalists?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this for a while, but yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna say maybe like a 5.
It's going to be in the middle, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's fair. Hello, the Gongwee. We're ranking all the detectives. We're currently talking about Gene Hunt. Don't spoil it. But Dr. Clem is halfway through watching Life on Mars. So
I'm not looking at the chat at all. Don't worry. As long as you don't say anything aloud, we're fine.
Okay. I'll stay quiet. You missed me. You missed me singing a Fishmas carol, but that's probably for the best. Oh, and also thank you for this. Thank you, Funky Mr. Chicken, for gifting us up to the Gongwee. But also welcome the Gongwee.
Nice. Hello.
Sorry, please, Cara. So we've got genius, style, and wit.
I think his wit is pretty good. In that he would say a quip when he was nicking someone, and he would have been thinking about the quip the whole way to do the arrest.
I'll read out some select comments from the chat. Bread Santa said Gene Hunt was bussed into Orgreave, and then Kate McKerns has just written Gene Cunt.
That's the point, isn't it? That is why his surname's Hunt.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I think that's
Surely that's why.
Same as Jeremy Hunt.
Yeah, that's why he chose that surname. So I think his wit is like good. He's not like objectively funny. It's not really a comedy. So I think maybe.
No, but like you say, he'd do a little quip. I think it's again fairly middling, isn't it? Or maybe even low.
Yeah, I think
it's a 4.
Well, I think it's
or a 5.
Yeah, maybe like a 4. I'm happy with his style. He's a cop in the 70s. It's not good.
No.
I'm going to say a generous 2. You could dress up as him.
You could. He's got that cool overcoat, and he's got the like driving gloves.
Yeah, but I think you'd be stupid not to dress up as John Sim if you wanted to
if you
do one of the characters from that show. So I think it's like a 2. He's stylish, just it's not great.
No, so low. What?
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
I think it's like
a 3.
A 2. I reckon. I think a 2, but I'm going to bump his wit up.
No, okay. I don't think I was arguing that driving gloves are stylish. I'm just saying that he's there are detail about his clothes that I could remember. Because sometimes we often add an extra. One of the things you think about with style is whether you could dress up with them for Halloween, and you sort of could have a go at Gene Hunt. I think. Okay, is he a genius?
Well, I think a lot of his policing is about beating people up or threatening to beat people up. But He does always do it at the right time.
Yeah, I mean, he's canny, isn't he? He's got sort of street
Yeah.
smarts.
Yeah, and a lot of the time, certainly in the early episodes, which are the ones I've watched, John Sim is coming in trying to do modern police work, and he fucks up these like carefully laid plans
Yeah, that is true.
by like trying to be nice and not beat people up. So like, I think he does have a genius.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's good.
He's no Poirot, is he?
No, I'm gonna say maybe like a 6.
I reckon a 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. Right, there we go.
I'm happy with
63525. And if you change any of those opinions after watching later episodes,
Okay.
just well, you're in charge of the cards.
Yeah, well, I'll just update them.
Yeah, just update them. Right, good luck.
Hello.
Oh,
Hi,
Bird. Why aren't you on screen? There you are.
I don't know.
Oh, your gun.
I can go if you want. I know there I am. Pointing a gun at Luke's head.
Right at Luke's head. Hang on, let me make you less threatening. But hello.
I'm glad. I was kind of hanging. I've been in the chat for a couple of minutes, and I hung back because I think I've only ever seen one episode of Life on Mars.
Okay.
But I know it had like such a big impact where it was airing. It's one of those series where I keep thinking I should go back and watch it.
Yeah, I just don't think I would think about rewatching because I think I watched it when it was first on, but that was depressingly long ago, wasn't it? 2006.
Yeah, because it was airing. Was it airing around the time? Was 2006 Tennant Doctor Who, or was it Eccleston?
Josie will know. Josie will know. Josie. Oh yeah, it is Gongwei. It is now waiting for Godocember, but don't worry too much about that.
Yeah, don't worry about that. It's spiritually November.
or October.
Yeah.
Yeah, Life on Marsuary. That could be next month. Oh,
Is
sorry, Josie.
Only games that are styled after the 70s.
What's that? Yeah.
Oh, Life on Marsuary, where you only play games that are either set in or have the style of the 70s.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that would be good. I think that would be good.
Yeah, sorry, Josie Hypatia. Who was the Doctor in 2006?
Give you a little cank.
Inquiring minds would like to know.
Sorry, let me give Bird a little cank. There we go. Bird's been canked. Just turned into Tennant. Is the answer. Right, okay. Let's crack on. Oh, I think this is a good one for Bird. Martin Brody. Martin Brody. Let's start the clock.
Let me just Google. Oh yes, we talked about this.
From Jaws.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know if he's ever referred to by his first name.
I had the same thing when it came in. Yeah, you're right. I don't know that his first name comes up in the film. Have you seen Jaws, Dr. Clem?
No, I fear Jaws may be another thing I slept it through.
You slept through Jaws? The original summer blockbuster?
You were just talking about how much you like fish.
I dropped out of my film studies degree. Yeah, I mean, I have seen Jaws. It was a long time ago. And we mostly watched the first 5 minutes about 20 times. So, like,
this is actually
I'm very well versed in the first 5 minutes.
You were just watching a young lady die over and over.
Yeah.
It's interesting that because he is his position actually? I guess it is detective, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he's like the police chief, isn't he?
Yeah. Police of the land and of the sea.
Yes.
The only active bits of policing we see him doing are related to the sea and Bruce the shark.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the majority of the policing we see him do is hunting a big shark.
That said, in the context of, I think he's going to score quite high on morals.
Yeah, because he was the one saying close the beach, wasn't he? And it's the mayor.
Yeah, and it's the mayor who's like, no, the beaches need to stay open.
Sorry, I hope no one's avoiding spoilers for Jaws.
If you haven't seen Jaws, you should watch Jaws. It is arguably the first ever summer blockbuster.
Yes, I think that's true. Yeah. And feels right with Fishmas coming up as well.
Yeah, and with Vision coming up, and there's something for everyone. You like
there really is.
You like hot. You like sharks. You like hot men in the 70s.
Yeah.
You like babes.
Special
you like
effects.
pranks and tricks and japes. You like special effects. You like cellos. You like Spielberg. Something for everyone.
Huh. You've sold Jaws quite well here.
I think it's also a good it's a good film that is scary for people who don't like scary films.
Yeah, that's true, because actually it's not it's not an especially gory film. It's lots of suspense and kind of implied horror, isn't it? Rather than
it's lots of suspense. So if you like a thriller, then I hope you will like Jaws. I think moral high, style. He has that leathery 70s tan.
He really does, yeah.
And an amazing pair of glasses.
Yeah.
And he always has a fag on, which I love.
This is a great picture of him.
Yes, that's the classique.
So yeah, I think he does have a keen sense of style.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he definitely does. I don't think the uniform does him many favours.
No.
Genius. He works out to shoot the pressurized tank.
He does, yeah.
The shark.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah, he ends up being better at hunting the shark than the shark hunting guy, doesn't he?
Yeah. Who dies?
He gets eaten by the shark. Yeah.
Spoilers. So I think. I think morality has to be quite high. He's shown to very much care about his wife and his children.
And
for
isn't a big part of his character that he's scared of water?
Yes, and he faces his fears.
And he faces his fears to kill a shark to save everyone.
Yep.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. Sidekicks probably ideal of the other two in the fishing crew.
Yeah,
You have the guy who, if you can find, there's a photo of all three of them that you scroll past, but there's like the veteran grizzled.
Yeah, these guys.
Steven, who dies on the right.
Yeah.
And then you've got the aquatic expert who's like kind of nerdy and like very much out of his depth. Pete-esque.
Pete-esque? Yeah, he is, isn't he? Yeah. I can't argue with this.
I can't remember his name.
No, so much. There you go. Entirely Pete-esque. Bread Central. No, hang on.
It's Quint is the older guy.
Quint is the shark hunter, isn't he?
Quint's the shark hunter, and then it's Matt. It's Hooper. I think.
Hooper.
Because it's Richard Dreyfuss.
It is Richard Dreyfuss. Yeah, it's Hooper is his name. Yeah.
This won't count for Brody's style, but in Jaws, the mayor wears a suit with lots of little anchors on it, which is very fun.
Yeah, he does. Hang on, let's.
Sorry, and I know that because A, from watching the film, and B, Paul F. Tompkins paid for a recreation of it.
Did he?
Yeah. How fun is that?
There he is.
With Brody yelling.
Yeah, that's a good pitch.
So I think I'm going to pitch morality. He doesn't do it. Does he do anything that's immoral? I don't think, apart from like be a member of the police.
Well, yeah, he is. He is a policeman. But he's a local policeman, isn't he? Which I think is probably the most moral type you could be.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's like, you know.
And also, he's new. He's newly hired, which is probably.
Oh, that's right. That's why he's arguing with the mayor, right? Because he, yeah.
So I would say 8 morality, possibly a 9.
Yeah, he's pretty moral.
Losing 1 point because he is unfortunately a member of the police force.
Yeah.
I would like to say 8, just because obviously the shark was killing people.
Oh, he does kill a shark. Yeah.
I am sad that the shark had to die. And obviously it was the correct choice.
It was. It ate a child, a young lady, a dog.
I know. Obviously it was the right choice, but
yeah.
I'm personally sad that it had to happen.
It is true that that film as well has led to this kind of phobia and a lot of a lot of killing of sharks.
It has, but we can't.
But
We
can
can't
we blame Brody on that?
No,
I don't.
I don't. We can't blame a character in the film for the metatextual impact of the film itself.
No, I agree.
I'm gonna say sidekick. They sing a little song, which I think gives it a little. They give it an extra point.
They do sing a little song. Yeah, that's got to be worth a point.
So, I think a 7 or an 8 for sidekick.
Yeah,
actually, maybe an 8.
You could name any of them.
Yeah, I could.
Iconic
and Quint.
Yeah, it's Hooper and Quint, but
And Quint has that great thing where he runs his nails down the chalkboard.
He does, yeah. When they're in
I'll accept a 9 for morality if we're only on a 7 for sidekicks.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that works because I don't think he's not very. He doesn't. I don't recall him being especially witty.
No.
Apart from "Smile, you son of a bitch."
Who says we're going to need a bigger boat?
Oh no, he does, and it's actually it's "You're gonna need a bigger boat."
Oh, I'm sorry.
But he does say that, I believe, and he does also say "Smile, you son of a bitch" when he shoots the shark. So it also style depends again, that leathery 70s tone. Do you think that's especially stylish?
No.
No. Hang on, I can get. Let me move this so we can see a picture of him. Yes, you do, Funky Mr. Chicken.
Also, I think he's hot. I'm sorry, and this will inflate the score.
Well, I think that's a type of style, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a subcategory of style. I would say maybe a 7. I think I would be okay with a 6 for a 7 for sidekick and a 7 for style, or an 8 for sidekick.
I think 7s in both seems correct to me.
Yeah, because he has a 9.
Just have a 9, yeah. And he's not that witty.
Well, the thing is, he has some of the most memorable.
He does have the most memorable lines in the film, yeah.
He quips in the face of imminent danger as a shark is about to eat him.
Yeah, that's true. That is quite witty and quite cool. Yeah, no, I'm happy to give. It's got to be up there. It's got to be a 6 or a 7 again, I think.
I would say it's maybe a 6.
Yeah, that seems good to me.
Nice. And what about his genius? He does realise he could blow the shark up.
He does work out how to kill the shark. He does have the idea of getting the team together.
That's true.
But
we never see him solve a crime particularly.
No. So maybe, is it another 6?
It could be a 6, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I think that's a good score. Good score for Brody.
That's the kind of card that's good, because you could win or you could lose.
And I think, what's the adjective word for shark? Shark-like.
Oh, good question.
Sharky.
What is the word for shark-like? We'll ask ChatGPT.
Cartilaginous.
Charhinoid.
No, well, I've got charhinoid.
Charhinoid, yeah, that's the word.
Or we can just have aquatic. Seafaring.
Seafaring is great.
Seafaring is good.
Even though he hates the ocean. Canonically.
That is true. Salachian. Does that mean shark? Does that mean to do with sharks?
It could mean anything. Josie's knowledge is wide and deep.
The bread has got a good one.
Wet.
Wet.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, like wet. Oh, we didn't have one for Gene Hunt either.
70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is 70s.
Well, is he the laddiest detective we'll have?
He's up there, isn't he?
Probably.
He's up there.
Yeah, I think Lad is good, you know.
Yeah, Lad is good.
It's going to be hard to beat him.
It's going to be hard to beat him. Gene Hunt, one word, 70s. Yeah, that's what we've gone with. And then we've gone for Lad.
Yeah, well, we can leave it down to it's Plem's discretion ultimately, as they write the cards.
Yes, they do write the cards.
Great.
Okay, we're into. Well, we were already into people's. We were into people's donations. Can it be lads? And what? He's the lads detective. It could be. Let's not get bogged down.
Okay, I know who this character is, but I've never
Larval
seen
Jones.
a single police. So he is played by the guy from Police Academy, whose name was in my head and is now evaporated. But he does like all Michael Winslow.
Guy?
Michael Winslow.
This is the sound effects guy.
Yes.
Okay.
I've never seen a single Police Academy film. Who is watching these in our audience? Who donated for this?
I would guess Baldy, who is, I'm pretty sure, has mentioned this before. Michael Winslow is surprisingly popular. He does tours of Europe.
Oh yeah, I think you may have mentioned this before.
When I was in Finland, he was touring Finland.
I saw him be on a show for Dropout, and he seemed like really good humoured. Still, obviously, like incredibly skilled.
Mike Machine's seen everyone. Perfect. Okay, Larval Jones is a fictional character in the Police Academy film series. He's portrayed by actor Michael Winslow. Larval Jones is known for his exceptional ability to mimic various sounds and noises, often using his vocal talents in unconventional ways, such as creating realistic sirens, animal sounds, and more. In the series, Jones is a member of the Police Academy, and his unique skills contribute to the comedic elements of the films. The Police Academy franchise is a series of comedy films that follow a group of unconventional police recruits as they go through training and later find themselves involved in various misadventures. That's Larval Jones.
Right, and what do we do with that?
Well, I suppose one of the things we have to ask is how great a genius do we consider being able to do sound effects? Because it's certainly a skill.
I've seen some of the stuff he does.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn impressive.
He's pretty good. I'm a fan, I think. Why did Michael Winslow still acting? But let's not get bogged down in Michael Winslow's life.
Yeah, don't get distracted. Keep your eyes on the prize.
Okay. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I think I've been fairly focused on the detectives the whole stream so far. And I'm sure
he uses his sound effects to solve crimes. That's pretty good.
He does, yeah. Sometimes they are used to solve the crimes. Here he is. I mean, I think style is going to be relatively low because he just wears a kind of traditional cop uniform.
Mm.
Oh yeah, he does wear It's probably best just to judge him on the cop uniform.
Yeah, not the cultural appropriation.
No, which I think does come up in at least 2 of the films. Okay, so style's gonna be relatively low, isn't it? I think we can pop that on. I feel like we know everything we need to know about him already. He does sound effects, and sometimes that distracts someone by making them think there's a tiger.
I mean, listen, if I was doing a crime and I thought there was a tiger, I'd also be very scared.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying it's not good.
Okay, I think we should account for some of the points where we're giving him for genius in doing sound effects in wit.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a
funny,
good point.
Right?
Oh, hang on, let's see if we can. Right, okay, the best of Larval Jones.
Feeling tired.
Okay, let's get some sound effects on.
Oh, perfect, for a stream that I've got muted.
It's right, Dr. Plum will recreate them for you.
I will not.
Thanks, Blum.
I can't. I've got the stream muted as well.
He's doing a beatbox.
Why don't you recreate them for us?
He's beatboxing. Okay, he's beatboxing there. Now he's going to do something. Oh, now he's doing the sound of a machine gun.
Oh, no, sir. No, not you. That's terrific. Really. What's your name? Jones.
He did the sound of a machine gun. It tricked everyone into thinking they were being shot at.
Doctor.
Did it trick you into thinking there was a machine gun?
Well, I could see what he was doing, so I think it gave... Now he's pretending he's got a harmonica.
Oh.
Okay, new scene.
Why doesn't he just have a harmonica?
Wait, suppose he... I don't know. He's mimicking the guy's footsteps.
Hi, I'm done
That's
with
good.
Backler.
That one's
It's a
genius.
good bit. It's a good bit. Oh, no, he's fallen down some stairs, but genuinely.
Uh-oh.
Oh, so he's done the noise of a kind of cartoon character being concussed. Now he's doing an animal noise. Like a... Sort of doing the noise of an arcade game.
Do you think you've learned as much as you could learn?
Yeah, well, I'd like to see him solve it. I mean, he's certainly good at sound effects, which I feel like I already knew. Right, he's making the noise of a razor. Okay, he's making them think he's got a gun. Right, yeah, they're running away because they think he's got a gun. Okay.
Who will write up a report?
Sorry, Albert.
Sorry, Albert.
Have you got any insight on Michael Winslow?
Didn't realise you were doing
yeah.
no Winslow with
Yeah,
Sandra.
is it that thing where people try to avoid Last Christmas, but Albert does it and it's Michael Winslow, which is actually a much easier...
Winslow Mageddon.
Yeah, Winslow Mageddon. Right, okay, I think...
No, that's equally clumsy, actually.
Yeah. Okay, that's probably not good. This probably isn't going to be good. Okay, that's him just...
What's that? Rats. Rats?
Okay, this is beatboxing again.
This is great radio.
Do you remember at the start of this stream, Pete, where you were like, "Oh yeah, we'll speedrun."
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, fine. We know about Michael Winslow now.
Great.
Is fed up.
Yeah.
They have had it.
With detectives, with me. His kung fu bit is actually quite impressive.
I can't hear any of the sound effects.
No,
Yeah,
that is fair enough.
It was for us. It was just silence with him going, "Oh, he's falling down some stairs."
It was tiresome.
Yeah, all right. That's fair enough. Okay. So Style's going to be low, right? Because he's just wearing a uniform.
Yeah.
Style's got to be right down there, like a 1 or a 2.
It's just a
right?
man. I think that's generous. I think a 1 is fine.
Yeah. Okay. Now, so he's got. Do you know what? Sidekicks is going to be in the middle again, right? Because he's got all the other. There's all the other police academy guys, but they're all cops. They're a mixed bag, aren't they? I think. So I reckon it's going to be another 5 or a 6.
Oh.
Yeah.
I literally have no clue.
Oh
Do you
yeah.
feel fondly about them? Yeah, I have no idea. Do we think they're nice guys?
Well, they're sort of. They've got personalities.
Have they?
I'll make it a 4. Okay. Morality. He mainly does noises, doesn't he? He is a cop,
Yeah.
so I think it can't be higher than a 5. Because he wants to be in the police academy.
Yeah. I think let's give it a solid right down the middle 5. Seems fine, you know?
Now, do we count sound effects as wit or genius or both?
I think a little bit of both.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not like both.
So it's not like a great score in either category, but it's a better score than it otherwise would be in both categories.
Yeah, so what, like a 6 or a 7 in both?
Yeah, like a 6 in both, I think. I haven't heard anything other than this guy can do sound effects.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like-
that is
but
his main thing. You're right. His main psychic is
yeah.
okay. We're happy with that.
Yeah.
Good one.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's blast through these. Josephus Miller.
Now, who is this?
I don't know. I can find out. Let's ask ChatGPT. Who is Josephus Miller? Is it what the plot is? He doesn't want to be in the police academy. Okay, Josephus Joe Miller is a fictional character in the Expanse book series, and subsequent TV adaptation, The Expanse, aired from 2015 to 2022. I don't think I've heard about this.
Oh, is this? Oh, I've not watched The Expanse, but it has been recommended to me.
He's a former detective
many times.
with the Star Helix Security on the asteroid Ceres, this is a dwarf planet, a significant location in the series. In the narrative, Miller takes on the role of a detective tasked with finding a missing heiress called Julie Mao. His investigation leads him to uncover large conspiracies and mysteries that have far-reaching implications. It's a well-respected show. Miller's character undergoes significant development through the series, transforming from a hardened and somewhat cynical detective to a more complex and morally ambiguous figure. Okay. Okay, so he's just a space detective. So kind of space noir. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's very exactly as Josie says. It's very well respected. I've never seen it.
No, I've not. Oh right, okay. I wasn't expect. I thought he'd look more. I thought he'd look more spacey.
Yeah, he looks great. Actually, I'm
He
on board.
does. Yeah. But he's sort of he is like he's like a hard-boiled space cop.
I love it. Look at that hat.
Yeah,
he looks so goofy.
The hat is good, and then without the hat, that's. Oh, he's got what? He's got these bits shaved and just this kind of tuft. Yeah, he's a stylish guy.
He looks like if someone kind of tried to draw Josh Brolin from memory.
Yeah, he does.
The hat is goofy.
That's good.
I love it.
I will use that. The hat, yeah, I like the hat. I think we can punch style in straight away. It's a pretty high number.
Mm.
Oh, oops. Right, style's got to be right up there, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. He's definitely got a look. He clearly has an aesthetic.
He does.
Which is superior to it's superior to like just kind of cops in suits that we've seen before.
Yeah, definitely. He's up there. Okay. Red Coat's seen this. That is useful. Right. So let's give him a number for style. What do you reckon? Like an 8 or a 9? Is it that good?
Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I think maybe.
He's got a good
we've given out a lot of 1s lately, so maybe it is an 8. Okay, for balance.
Yeah, maybe he's just stood out to me. It's been a barren wasteland of style, and he's a welcome oasis.
With an 8.
You think he's an 8? Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good hat.
It's a good hat. Okay. Now, this is where this is where us not knowing about the show it doesn't help, isn't it? Red Quixote did give us some numbers, which I'm happy to take. I think Red Quixote is the resident Expanse expert here currently. Does he have sidekicks? Okay. You must have some sort of space cop team, right?
Yeah, let's put in the other numbers that Red sent. Okay.
6.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got other numbers. Perfect.
I trust RK.
Yeah. I'm happy to.
RK said Genius 6, Morality 3.
Yeah, nice.
Sidekick either 2 or 10, depend on your perspective.
And is he witty?
Are you asking us or?
Yeah,
Can you ask ChatGPT?
Is he witty? That's who I meant to ask. Joe says, as portrayed in The Expanse, is not particularly characterised by overt wit or humour. The tone of The Expanse series, both in the books and the television adaptation, tends to be more serious and focused on the complex political and scientific aspects of its science fiction narrative.
Oof.
So no, no.
Yeah. Like I said, he's kind of witty 6. So I think let's go bang down the middle and give him a 3.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, lovely. And what do we reckon for his sidekicks? Did RK give any reasoning for why it was either be 2 or 10?
No.
No.
Well, damn, if he's not going to fight for his boy, then maybe it's a 2.
Yeah.
Is this because there are multiple writers? Is that why you're saying it's a 10 or a 2? Okay.
I'll ask ChatGPT. Oh yeah, that would make sense. Okay. In The Expanse, okay, it doesn't have traditional sidekicks. However, his interactions and relationships with other characters are integral to the story. Okay. Oh, okay. There's a whole list of them.
Oh yeah. Okay. RK says the team would be 10, but that this character is more of a loner.
Okay. So right. So I reckon it is a lot. So he doesn't, because that's what ChatGPT is telling me, that he doesn't really have. He doesn't really have a psychic. So I reckon it's low because he doesn't.
Yeah.
Although there are other characters, he doesn't really use them. He doesn't.
They're not
really sidekicks.
Yeah.
Because he works mainly alone.
Okay, let's go for a 2.
I'm happy to give him a 2. And that's a pretty good card.
Nice.
6 3 2. 6 3 2 8 3. Perfect. If you can give us one word to describe him, RK, that would be great. And meanwhile, I reckon we can blast through one more and then we'll take a break. And that one more is going to be Elliot Ness brackets Kevin Costner. Do you know what this is?
Elliot Ness.
I'm gonna.
You know what? This is making me realise that I am really bad with names. Oh, it's the. Is it the Untouchables?
I don't know.
Yes.
But it's the remake, not the original.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Not to be confused with Les Intouchables, which is a great French film. that was then remade in English. I've not seen this either. I'm being a very bad film student tonight, especially because it's a De Palma.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he's got some style about him. He's got
that is style.
He's got a hat. He's a stylish guy. It's probably a very stylish film.
I don't want to be rude, but is this stylish, or is this just what men looked like in the 1930s?
Well, okay. Well, you have to understand that. Like,
I'm not saying it's not like terrible. I'm saying it's not a 10.
No, I don't think it's a. It might not be a 10, but you have to like. Clothes were made to last longer then. There would be much more care in the tailoring. I'm going to find out who did
the 1930s equivalent of a suit cop. But the suit does fit.
It was nominated for Best Costume Design at the Academy Awards.
That's something, isn't it?
But why?
What do you mean, why?
Did they release any other films that year? It's just a normal man.
It was the only film.
This is just a man who really likes Peaky Blinders a bit too much. And he's got a hat.
Well, who won? Hang on, I'm going to find out who won.
Okay, let's see if ChatGPT's told me who he is.
What a weird year for costume design.
Thank you.
The Untouchables, Maurice, Empire of the Sun,
wow,
The Dead, and then The Last Emperor won. That makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. Sin on the ground.
Okay, he was an American law enforcement agent best known for leading the Untouchables, a group of law enforcement officers who fought against organised crime during the Prohibition era in the United States. Nest gained prominence for his efforts to enforce the Prohibition laws and bring down notorious gangster Al Capone. Right, so he's the guy that took down Al Capone.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I have no strong feelings about Kevin Costner. Maybe that's just me.
No.
Does he have a sidekick?
I bet there'll be other cops.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think they are likely to be like a sidekick, right? Because
Sean Connery won for best supporting actor.
Sean Connery was in it. He's maybe his boss in it. I don't actually know.
Yeah, and then you've got De Niro as Al Capone.
Yeah, that's.
Why am I saying this like I've seen it? I'm literally reading the Wikipedia page. I have not seen this. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
and
again,
I do like De Palma. I do like De Palma's work. So
that's right. Robert Swan was Mountie Captain.
Well, so we know there must be some sidekicks because the film is called The Untouchables.
Yeah. So he sets up a group. So I suppose the whole.
That's the kind of deduction that we come to expect here at the Deckectives.
That's good. That's why you're on the team. Yeah, he does set up the team, doesn't he? So I guess they are his sidekicks, and they are broadly competent, but they are cops. And the morality really depends on your opinion of Prohibition as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Mountie Captain would be a good player name, yeah.
I think sidekicks maybe like a 4.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I bet some of the sidekicks are fun and some of them are not fun.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
Probably they balance each other out.
Yeah, they're all cops. What do we think about his style?
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Let me plead the case. Okay. Yes, it is, for the time period, a relatively basic suit. Yeah. However, you have to keep in mind that, and I'm just assuming here, but like, this man would have had to have a tailor. This will all be like custom-made garments to fit him specifically. He looks slick. It's not just a boring suit and tie. It's a 3-piece suit with a proper shirt sleeves. He has the hat. He has the coordinating tie. So my pitch for style, it's not even massively high. I'm going to say a 6. I think we should be more generous than we would be with standard cop clothes.
Okay, I'm happy with a 6.
I think a 6 is fair.
It's a nice tie, and he does look good in just the waistcoat and shirt sleeves. But I want to note down that one of those points is because I think Kevin Costner is hot.
That's fine.
Finally, somebody says it. Nothing but respect for my Robin Hood.
That's how Jaws guy got it. Yeah.
Actually, the fox is my Robin Hood.
Yeah, the fox is he's my Waterworld.
Oh, Beryl, I don't think he really has any kind of like hot personality or anything. I think it's specifically in this costume. I think he's hot.
Yeah. No, I'm not. Oh, you can't really see his head there, but okay, let's not get sidetracked. Okay, morality should be low, right? Because he's just a cop. He's just a cop. He's
a damn fed.
He's enforcing Prohibition.
Yeah, that's not even.
Prohibition is widely regarded as a very bad move.
Yeah, and really Prohibition's what enables the organised crime, isn't it? As much as in itself. So I'll just allow everyone to briefly see Kevin Costner again. So that's going to be low, right? It's going to be proper low, right? It's going to be like a 1 or a 2.
Give it a 2.
I think it's a 1 because I'm just reading about the end of the film here.
Oh yeah. Also, what he does is because even though he takes down Al Capone, he does it in quite a dodgy way, doesn't he? He fits him up for tax evasion.
Yeah,
well, they had to get him for tax evasion because they weren't going to get him.
Yeah, because they can't get him for anything else. So that's not.
Al Capone was not a good guy.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
I'm just going to put it out there.
I'm not supporting. I'm not saying I'd give Al Capone a higher score for morality.
I mean, I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to fight for this. So I'll say a 1 is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In terms of wit,
yes.
I know nothing about the screenplay. However, it was written by David Mamet. If there are any theatre heads in the chat, he might be your mortal enemy.
Is he witty when played by Kevin Costner? Right,
well, I have not seen it, so I can't speak to it.
Let's see. It's going to tell
Let
me.
me just open up the Wikipedia page.
It's going to tell me he's serious again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, if he's like a standard hard-boiled.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is,
he's more known
you can
for
be
his
a
sense
hard-boiled
of
detective and
justice.
still be witty, but
yeah, I don't think he's that kind of hard-boiled detective.
yeah.
Yes, he's more aligned with traditional heroic and principal qualities than with a comedic or particularly witty demeanour.
It's also not really being nominated for a bunch of screenwriting awards.
No.
Yeah.
Which I feel like he was like, it was nominated for at the WGA, but nowhere else.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's gonna be like a 1 though, because he just doesn't make any. He's just not.
Yeah.
That seems fine.
But he's relatively smart, I guess. He's put together the team. He brings down Al Capone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess genius has got to be. It's got to be up. Like he's a smartish guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think maybe let's put this in at. Well, we've just done 4 6s.
We've done 4 6s in a row, yeah. So it's not like
obviously that's fine, but I think maybe let's.
I think a nice platonic 5.
Yeah, I think
we've not really been dealing with any genius category cops, I would say.
No, I know. Also, Funky Mr. Chicken said they didn't know if we saw their gift sub nomination for detective.
Oh, I didn't know.
Funky Mr. Chicken, I don't think we can do the detective who closed your docs in case because I don't know anything about that detective, and also it would be hard to put a picture of them. But I'm very happy to accept
the irony.
Detective Darryl Morris from Charmed.
The irony of us doxing a doxing detective.
Yes, that doesn't feel great. But the detective from Charmed, great.
Sherlock simply asked Mycroft to end prohibition. Yeah. Yes. Great. I will. I did see. Sorry, I have just seen that. That's fine. Yeah. We'll do the guy from Charmed. No problem. I will add that to the list. Right. Should we take a quick break and then we'll come back and smash through some of these? Okay. Right. We're back in a minute. Let's go to the break screen. I'll mute you and I'll mute me. We'll be back in a minute. Right, we're back. We're back. I hope I'm back. Right, everyone's back.
Hello.
Hello. Right, hello everyone. We've got more detectives. Let's detect. I'll get that on a hat. Okay, next up is Sergeant Howie.
Yes.
I don't know who that is. But
Yeah, you do.
Do I?
Yeah.
Do I?
It's it's the cop from The Wicker Man.
Oh, I do. Fine, yeah. See, this is what we were saying earlier. Like, I didn't know the Jaws guy. Yeah, okay, I do know the guy from The Wicker Man. Okay, this is good. I know. Right, I know who this is. We can do this one quick.
Banger film. There was a cinema not far from where I am doing a live orchestrated version of this, and I couldn't go.
That'll be good.
I really want to go one year because this year was like a big anniversary for the film.
It was.
But like apparently when it's like the pagan festival, they do all the dancing. Like everybody gets up, they're like passing around tambourines.
That's good.
Oh,
yeah,
actually,
I saw it in the.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
My brother went to one of those not long ago.
Yeah, this summer it was the 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
So I went to see it in the cinema for the first time. It was so good.
It's such a good film.
Now, yeah. I would say his most stylish is when he gets Wicker Man'd. Sorry, spoiler.
He doesn't look bad in the police uniform, but it's a bog standard police, and I think it's very much improved by the fact that he is Edward Woodward.
Yeah, I mean he's a handsome man.
I think the little police hat.
You like the hat?
I think it's got a certain je ne sais quoi.
Especially when he's wearing it at a jaunty angle.
Well, and he takes it on and off very expressively.
He does, yeah. No, that's true.
Nevertheless,
this is a fine
four, you know.
And there's this whole thing about how he insists on being very neat in this kind of less ordered place. So he is a sort of he's someone who's conscious of his appearance. But
very much so.
Is he stylish though?
But that's what Catholic guilt does to you.
That's true, yeah.
I think it's a 4.
I'd be happy with the 4.
Yeah,
he's a very stylish cop.
Yeah.
His cop uniform is very well kept.
It's a good film. Yeah, okay.
King.
Yeah, I'm happy to give him that's the highest grade you can get for being a uniformed cop, I think.
Now, in terms of morality,
no,
he is a cop. However, his whole shtick is that he is incredibly. He's very judgmental of the islanders. I think
he is on the way they live. Yeah. But of course, the whole plot of the film is that he's pure enough to save their harvest.
Yeah, he's not only a cop, but he's also a virgin. However,
does that make it more or less moral?
You shouldn't judge people for their sexual history, regardless of how many partners they've had.
Although that is very much what they do in The Wicker Man.
That is exactly what they do in The Wicker Man, yeah.
Yeah. I think maybe we should give him a platonic 5.
Platonic 5 sounds good.
It's sad that he is a cop, but he does have extremely strong morals.
That is true. That's what we'll end up talking about.
He is ostensibly there to do the right thing, which is he thinks he's there to find a missing child.
Find a missing child.
And he does. A lot of people would have given up on finding the missing child a lot sooner than he did.
Yeah, after Britt Eklund did I think a lot of people would have been out there.
That is true. He's got strong morals. He hasn't really got any sidekicks, has he?
No, it's
just because he's there on his own. That's the whole point. So it's
zero. Zero sidekick.
It's a 0.
And if we're saying
unless you count our Lord Jesus Christ, but he does fail him in the end.
He does, yeah. So spoiler, but yeah.
I think if our Lord Jesus Christ appeared in the film,
well,
strongly.
Dr. Plum, he very much wanted him to, and he didn't.
Well, it might have been a very interesting film.
If
Jesus had turned up at the end.
Interesting is maybe not the word I would use, but yeah, it would definitely be a good take on it.
When Bert started saying "Our Lord," I really thought you were leading into "Our Lord Christopher Lee," and I was like, "Yeah, fair enough."
He is great, but he's not a sidekick.
No, he's not a sidekick. And also, in the end, he all the time he's plotting to kill him. So he's not really. You wouldn't give him a high score as a sidekick, would you? Even if he was.
His wit also quite low because I'm trying to remember.
Yeah,
it's been a couple of years since I saw it last, but
the whole point is he's very straight laced, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think the times when we laugh, we're laughing at him.
Yeah, it's Poirot wit, isn't it? As much as there is, so it's low. It's a
yeah. I think it's maybe a 2.
Yeah,
I think yeah. He can speak to people.
He can speak to people, but he doesn't. He's not doing any zingers, is he?
No.
Yeah. Ooh, I've just seen. I was just looking at. I've seen a blog post called "Sergeant Howie Had It Coming," which I will be reading later. Very interesting.
Okay, is he a genius?
He does get Wicker Man.
Yeah, but that's the thing, and also is pretty.
And if it were me, I simply wouldn't get in.
No, thank you, Kerlog, for the follow. Yeah, just not got in. He does fall into a trap, doesn't he? Like,
yeah.
Well, I guess like the fact that the whole film kind of reeks of dramatic irony probably skews our perspective.
Yeah, that's true. Sherlock simply wouldn't have been Wicker Man.
What do you think, Plum? Since you saw it, I think the most recent thing out of all of us.
Did, yeah.
He does, despite the fact that the village don't want him to know about it.
Yeah.
He does find out about, the fact that there's going to be a sacrifice.
Yeah.
And,
that's what
that it happens every year, and he understands why that happens. But he's not quite clever enough
to realise that
they're going to sacrifice him and not the girl.
Yeah.
So I think it's like maybe a 7.
Ooh,
like he does some great detecting.
He does do some good police work. Yeah, all right.
I'd be happy with a 7. I'd be happy with a 7.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I guess it is kind of it's a bit sort of no manner woman born thing to do. When it's like a virgin fool with the power of the king. A king.
Yes.
A genius wouldn't forget. Does he? Is it a plot point that he forgets he's a virgin? I don't think it is.
No. But I imagine he's probably so repressed.
Yeah, it doesn't occur to him.
I think he's so Catholic that when he hears the word virgin, he's instantly thinking about Virgin Mary and thinking about women. Yeah. He just doesn't think about virginity as something that happens to a man.
No, I think that's a completely fair assessment. Yeah. I think virginity is something that is so much tied to female sexuality and Catholicism that it probably wouldn't have occurred to him.
Is someone going to do a modern version where he's an incel?
No, because I think the point of it is, even though he does very unpleasant things, or he does things that kind of rub you out the wrong way, I think if he's a monster, it just doesn't work. Because then you spend the whole
you just want him to be burned.
Rooting for him to die. Yeah.
Right, that's good. 75042. Good score.
Pure is a perfect adjective.
Yeah, pure. We still need one for Elliot Ness. We didn't get one for. Oh, and I don't know if Rick Yoke to provide one for Josephus, but I didn't see it. Okay. Ryan Fisher.
Oh.
Do I know who that is?
Isn't she the very stylish lady?
Oh, yes. From the Miss Fisher.
Yeah, Miss Fisher.
Oh, yeah, I do know what that is. My mum's a medium-sized fan, I think.
My mum's a big fan.
Yeah, well, I think...
I just want to say, her first appearance is in a book called Cocaine Blues.
Nice.
Okay, I don't think my mum's that big a fan.
So I'm guessing, is she from like a pulp series, or is it's earlier than that? Isn't it? Actually, it's 20s.
Well, I think maybe there are some good books, and then there's the.
She's played by Essie Davis.
It's Australian, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. The novel's written by Kerry Greenwood. The series is also the basis for the Australian television show Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries. Fern Fisher is a wealthy and glamorous woman living in Melbourne during the 20s and 30s. Despite her aristocratic background, Fern is a skilled amateur detective with a sharp mind and keen eye for detail. She often finds herself involved in solving crimes and mysteries.
Style is going to be high.
Style is going to be high, yeah. I'll get a picture of it. She's a progressive and independent woman for a time. She embraces modernity and challenges societal norms. She's known for her adventurous spirit. She's known for her impeccable fashion sense and glamorous style.
Yes.
Throughout the series,
she's motivated by her sister's death, which is quite noble.
That's quite noble, yeah. She's accompanied by various characters, including her maid Dot, Detective Inspector Jack Robinson, and a diverse group of friends who support her in her investigations.
Sorry, my mum's just sent me yet another Cilla Black cover.
Yeah, they're really doing the rounds, aren't they?
Every single one that she finds on social media, she sends to me.
I did see that football one the other day. That's quite good.
I keep thinking about. I saw a tweet that said that she had a voice like a fire in a pet shop, which is really funny.
Okay, I would like to make an impassioned plea for this to be style 10.
Style 10.
I think she's very stylish.
So beautiful. She has so many different outfits.
She does, and all of them are impeccably styled.
Look at this.
Oh, the aviatrix outfit. Yeah, look at that.
The hats are all good.
This is good. Yeah, that's right. Let's just put that in.
Absolutely. Yeah. In fact, I think if your Wikipedia page has its own costume section,
that's telling you something, isn't it? Right. Okay.
She strikes me as a saucy broad, in which case I would say wit might be quite high.
Yeah, I reckon wit would be high.
I would say...
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say an even 5 is kind of an indicator of we don't know, but it's good, but maybe it should be higher?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what do you...
I think maybe like a 6.
6, yeah?
Yeah.
That's like a generous we don't know, but probably good.
Mm-hmm.
She does have sidekicks. One of them's a cop. One of them is her employee. Is a maid.
Yeah. But as Josie notes, one of them is her butch lesbian doctor friend.
Yeah, well that's right. But the cop's got to knock it down a bit. They're high though, aren't they? This feels like a good group.
Yeah, although yeah.
No, what were you going to say, Plum? Sorry?
Well, I guess I don't know how many of them are like sidekicks and how many of them are just like other people she's hanging around with.
Yeah, like recurring characters.
Yeah.
Well, the it says on the Wikipedia page, which we all know is the ultimate authoritative source.
Yeah.
It says that the detective works reluctantly with Miss Fisher.
Yeah. So I think
however, her definitely not sapphic maid who has a fiance and is Catholic is the companion.
Okay.
Yeah. And the taxi people here, I think, also maybe a sort of sidekicks.
Mm-hmm.
Says they're investigative assistants.
Okay.
So I think this is seeming pretty good. Maybe this is like a 7.
Yeah, 7 seems fair.
A good
group. And I do love the kind of like it's thoroughly modern Millie-esque of like the modern woman.
Yeah.
Like all of this freedom that was available to women in the 10s and 20s.
Yeah.
I think it's
a fun archetype.
I think 7's a good score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because she's yoke.
She is yoke.
Morality 8.
Morality's high,
I think
right?
morality's pretty good. Yeah.
And she's not a cop. Crucially.
No, she's a PI, which is even cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with 8. I would even be happy to bump to a tentative 9, but I appreciate we already put a 10 in style, and I don't want to knock that down.
No, but she is an independent woman in a time when you know.
So does Miss Fisher always solve the crime? What's the genius level?
Oh, good point. I don't know.
I think it seems like she relies quite heavily on all her sidekicks.
Yeah, I feel like it's.
I'm going to take it down a little bit.
I've written is she a genius, and I've spelt genius wrong.
Sorry, who spelled? Did you say that AI spelled genius wrong?
No, I did. I typed it.
Oh. Well, you got to get all the ants off the keyboard.
Yeah, sorry, the room's full of ants. No, is that? I don't like this. I don't know why that's. But there's a chat about the X-Files in the chat. Now people are just typing AKP. No one knows what that means.
Why are you saying people when it's me and
Yes,
Dr. Blair?
your people.
It's your co-host.
Your people. Okay. She's depicted as a highly intelligent and resourceful amateur detective. While the term genius can be subjective in various interpretations, she's certainly characterised by her sharp mind, keen observational skills, and deductive reasoning. Her intelligence is a central aspect of her character. Yeah, some people are really typing some odd things in the chat now. I think a 7 is good, and that's a high scoring card.
Yeah, I have to say, as Josie has suggested, that Miss Fisher is to be a wealthy woman, a wealthy white woman in the 20s, and not be fascist.
No, exactly.
Is a pretty big deal.
I'm putting it up to 9. I'm putting it up to 9.
Okay, that would make her the best card right now, which I'm not saying is a bad thing.
I think it's funny for the best card to be like not the obvious detectives.
Yeah, no, I think that's good.
Yeah. Because listen, I've read some stuff about the Mitfords, and some of that, well, a lot of the British
a mixed bag, aren't they?
They are a mixed bag.
The ultimate mixed bag.
Yeah. Better than the previous best card, Batman brackets Adam West, which I think is correct.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad that's happened. Flapper is good.
Yeah, Flapper.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. Hold the best card. It's time for Sharky and George, Crime Busters of the Sea.
Now, should I know who this is?
Do you not know? Well, I tell you what we're going to.
No, what are you talking about, Pete?
I tell you. Well, I didn't. This isn't my suggestion, but
well, you're very excited about it.
It's a
good... Oh, this is a French.
Yeah,
and a Spanish.
It's got a very good opening title, and that's all I can remember. It's got a very good theme tune. And
okay, well, you play it, and Pub and I will sit here in silence.
I can share the screen.
No, it's fine. What I'll do is I'll mute my microphone and unmute the stream.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's worth it. Right. Okay. Hang on. Let's go back. Let's hope. Imagine if this gets me a copyright strike. Okay. Here we go. So let's start the clock.
All your scoundrels, all your villains. Sharky moves fast and he does not get it. Gangsters, hoodlums, thugs and robbers. George gets there and crime gets clobbered. Sharky and George, the crime busters of the sea. Sharky and George, clear up any mystery. So watch your teeth, all you crooks. George is expert with macro hooks. Mooks pull capers in the sea. Sharky makes sure they don't go free. Sharky and George, the crime busters of the sea. Sharky and George, clear up any mystery.
Right, there we go. Right, that's the Sharky and George theme tune.
Wow.
Wow.
It's good, right? George is Fish Sonic. Yeah, that's sort of true, isn't it? Yeah, George sort of is Fish Sonic.
Okay, Pete. Well, Pete, did you pick this?
No. Someone.
Someone donated.
Yeah, someone donated for this.
Okay. I was just gonna say, like, if one of us was familiar, could they talk about it?
Okay, yeah, I'll be honest. I only really remember the theme tune.
And what a theme tune!
Yeah. That's why. Oh, so, okay. The donator was Fish.
I see.
Merry Fishmas, everyone.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't. Okay. Can you rank? Let's ask ChatGPT. Sharky and George out of 10. what do we do for sidekicks when they are a duo?
I think we have to say 0 sidekicks. They don't have any other
Really?
sidekicks. Well,
have we done any have we done duos before?
no. I don't think so.
I don't think we have. We've done we did like Mystery Inc., but that was we were doing one member of Mystery Inc.
Yeah. I just think they're gonna get extra points for.
That's true, because there's 2 of them, isn't there? So they do have an advantage.
You know, they'll benefit from ingenious.
Mm.
Well, where perhaps one of them is lazy or stupid or something, but has street smarts, and the other one has.
I really can't remember.
Where one of them has wisdom and the other has intelligence, they will benefit from being paired up.
I think you're projecting a lot of positive qualities onto a children's cartoon.
Yeah.
And I
So
really
what I'm
appreciate
saying
that.
is, they don't have a sidekick.
No.
Which one of these do you think is? Which one of these is the genius?
Well, I'm not. You know, I think they're still not going to score great, but.
Okay. Okay. Here's what ChatGPT says. Sharky and George is an animated children's TV series, and while applying traditional rating criteria may not perfectly align with the show's target audience, I could provide a subjective ranking based on certain aspects. Genius, 6 out of 10. They don't necessarily exhibit genius-level intellect in a traditional sense. However, their problem-solving skills and ability to crack cases contribute to their charm. The show often emphasises positive moral values. They've given this an 8. With Sharky and George working to solve crimes and promote justice, their moral compass aligns with the show's intended audience of children. It's given them a 7 for sidekicks, but that's wrong. We can judge style. It's colourful. The humour and wit in Sharky and George cater to a younger audience, while not overly sophisticated. The show incorporates age-appropriate wit and humour into its storytelling.
You know, I'm happy with those scores. Oh, actually, the scores feel very strong.
Yeah, they are too strong, I think.
Because I don't think we can't. Well, we can give them some kudos for having a cool theme song, but that shouldn't be all of the style points.
No, and I don't think their genius should be a whole 6.
No, I don't.
They're solving children's crimes.
It's going to be Rastermouse genius, isn't it?
Yeah. What did he get?
Well, I don't even think they're a 10 in morality.
No.
No one's
We
as
gave
good as
Rastermouse a 4 because he's solving children's crimes, and I think.
Okay, well there you go.
I think that's fair. Morality can be high because
we have the Rastermouse rule.
Yeah.
Children's crimes get a 4.
Nerf across the board, says Brett Sensor. I think they're stylish. Sharky's got a hat.
Yeah, and as discussed, we have previously given some style points for cinematography. And
that's
deserving of 1 star point for the theme song. The only thing you could remember.
Yeah, I'd say so.
For good reason, I think. The character designs are great. I think they are stylish.
I guess on the other hand, they're not wearing any clothes.
What?
Other than hats.
Well, they are fish.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they are fish.
It's hard to judge their style when they're just wearing a hat.
Can we get TAF in the chat for they are fish?
Yeah, TAF. They are fish.
I'm suggesting maybe a 7 for style is not unreasonable.
No,
that seems quite high.
Yeah, I think a 7 is too.
Hats.
A 7 is too high. I'd give them a 5 or a 6.
Okay, I'm happy with a 5.
Brett said to slam me because I've said. Brett said, of course, Pete thinks a hat that's far too small is stylish.
Of course.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Fair. I mean, it's gonna be. They're gonna do some quips, I reckon, but they're gonna be aimed at French children.
It's an entertainment show, not a serious
show. So I reckon
show.
it's going to be. It's got to be up there with the. There's got to be at least a 5 or 6, right?
I think a 5 is probably sensible.
We've given them.
Yeah, a 5 seems appropriate.
It's a good card. But Josie said, "I was wondering why I thought Sharky looked like Pete," and then they've written, "It's the tiny hat!" !
Yeah, it's a very small hat. Where's your hat right now?
Oh yeah, it's here. Sorry.
It's so small you can't even see it.
Yeah, it's got. Sorry, yeah, I'll zoom in. There we go.
It's got subatomic.
Thank you.
Right. Okay. Great. Okay.
But it's so cold.
We're on to Detective Daryl Morris from Charmed.
Wait. We need to give these guys
read a word.
a word.
Aquatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing we didn't use aquatic
Yeah,
previously.
good thing we used the appropriate word.
Wet. I mean, they probably are also wet. Okay, Daryl Morris from Charmed.
Are you wet if you're submerged in water?
That's a good
Are you
point.
wet if
Surely,
you're
surely you're
submerged in
only
water
wet when
and
you
it's where you're
leave the
meant to
water.
be?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, a fish wouldn't think, oh, I'm a bit wet today, would they?
Just to consider.
It's chucking it down.
Yes. Oh, good weather for ducks. You wouldn't say it. Right, okay. Have any of you seen Charmed?
I have.
I've seen some of
I'm
Charmed.
vaguely aware of it, but
Which character from Charmed are we talking about?
we
What's
are
his name?
talking about Detective Daryl Morris.
The cop.
Let me look at a picture and I'll probably remember.
Yeah, let me
Yeah,
get one
looking
up.
at a picture, I did go, oh, this guy.
Yeah. I remember him.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a different Daryl Morris.
In my head, the only guy in Charmed is Leo. I don't remember anyone else.
Yeah. But there's this guy as well. Let's not forget.
That is certainly a detective.
Style is standard, isn't it?
Yeah, he's no Principal Robin from Buffy.
No, and he doesn't have a hat.
Except, hang on, hold, scroll up.
Yeah,
On the,
I do
on
see
the
what
left,
you're doing.
I spied that
Got
look
the
with the turtleneck. Yes,
Yeah. Yeah,
that is fashion.
that is fashion. But it's only one look. So
Yeah.
perhaps
I'm with Josie here. He's a bland guy.
4?
Yeah, I think let's get this straight in.
Right, Charmed is it? I don't know if this is controversial. Is it controversial to say that Charmed is not a good show?
I don't think it's supposed to be a good show, is it?
No, it's kind of
It's got some witches in it. Is it witches? It's witches.
Yeah, it's
Charmed
very
is long, right? There's a lot of series of it.
The plot, yeah, it ran for a long time. The plots are really flimsy. The magic is just like it can do whatever.
Yeah. I think he did a lot of cover-ups for the witches.
Oh, that's not good.
No, in a good way, to hide that they were witches.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe
When
he's
like
not too
the
bad.
FBI came or whatever.
Josie described it as a witchcraft soap opera.
Some very dedicated fans are running this wiki because there is a wealth of images.
Look, after having looked at the Robot Wars wiki, I will never doubt the power of a fan base to maintain a wiki again.
This does say he arrested one of the witch's sons for stealing a car while chasing a demon, and that's bad vibes. You know, if you're chasing a demon, you should be allowed to steal a car.
Yeah, not great priorities.
And if a cop knows about the existence of witches, he should be saying, "Oh, okay, fair enough. You're chasing a demon. On you go, mate." Not, "Oh, you're under arrest."
1998 to 2006, so it did run.
That's long.
That's a long, and that's American. So that's like 1 billion episodes a season as well, isn't it? So it's about 8 billion episodes of it.
Yeah, the wiki says he's in 70 episodes.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
I really hope that this actor is like set for life because that's a lot of TV.
Dorian Gregory, that's his name.
Good name.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just say I was chasing a demon. Okay, I asked ChatGPT. ChatGPT has said a 7 for genius because he's a competent and intelligent police lieutenant. While he may not possess supernatural abilities like the Charmed ones, his investigative skills and understanding of the magical world contribute to his effectiveness. 9 out of 10 for morality. He's depicted as a moral and ethical character. He often faces moral dilemmas related to the show's magical occurrences and strives to do what is right within the bounds of the law.
Okay, a 9 is way too high.
Yeah, for a cop, yeah.
For a cop who insists on copping in the face of demons.
Yeah,
so they're saying
ChatGPT is a cop.
Yeah, ChatGPT is a cop. They're saying his psychics are the witches. which I'm not
Okay,
sure
but
if
they're not
that's
his
true.
sidekicks.
No, they're not.
He's just a supporting
No.
character.
Yeah, no. His sidekicks are other cops, right? The sidekick's going to be low.
Yeah.
Daryl's character is portrayed in a straightforward and professional manner. Okay, yeah, he's got styles rubbish. He may not be known for his over humour or wit. His character occasionally displays a dry sense of humour and pragmatism, especially when dealing with the supernatural challenges presented in the show. So he's probably got a bit of a sense of humour.
Yeah. Okay, I've learned he does sometimes have a partner. So his sidekick's not 0.
Okay, but it's a cop, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a bog standard cop. And often it's a cop who wants to find out about the witches.
Yeah. So
the other thing I found out is that he didn't even really find out the witches are witches. Someone just, like, the previous cop was just like, oh, can you just, like, look after these people?
Oh, okay. His genius is through
and
the
he was
floor,
like,
then.
oh, they can solve cases I can't. I'll just go and ask them how to help.
It's like a 2 or a 3 then, right? He's not even a... He's just relying on witches.
Yeah, and this says he preferred to be told as little as possible about the world of magic.
Then
which
he's
is
got
stupid.
it's a 1 then. It's a 1. No curiosity.
Well,
You're not
I
even
think
gonna
it's
play
like
ball?
a 2, you know? I think sometimes he probably did do crime solving, but...
Okay. I reckon he's probably a relatively witty character.
Do you?
No.
What did ChatGPT just say?
It said he sometimes displays a dry sense of humour and pragmatism, especially when dealing with the supernatural challenges presented in the show.
Yeah. Funky Mr. Chicken said he was such a sidekick, he got cut from the final season and no one cared.
Okay, this is going to be...
Which they wouldn't do to a funny character.
Okay, this is going to be a duff. This is going to be a bad card.
Sometimes cards are bad.
Yeah, which I think is good. I think that's good. We need some crap in there, and I think this is one of them. It's a 3 for wit, maybe even lower.
Can I ask an off-topic question?
Yeah.
Do you think it's safe to drink off-brand Lemsips that supposedly expired last January?
Yeah.
Weirdly, within the last month, I've also asked Dr. Plem this.
I'm just. I don't.
You know what I said?
Yeah. Funky Mr. Chicken is a chat. I don't want him
What's
to tell me
gonna
if I'm gonna
happen?
die.
You're gonna feel more sick.
Yeah, good point. I think it's
you already feel sick.
Okay, like a 2 or 3 for wit then.
Yeah.
Yeah, a 3 seems fair.
A 4 feels generous for style. Just that a lot of that's on that turtleneck picture.
Yeah, no, it was a good turtleneck.
Yeah, fine. 4.
A 4 is correct.
And it's gonna be a high score because morality is gonna be low, right?
Yeah, like
Oblivious is a good word.
It's kind to try and protect witches. That's kind.
It is kind.
Yeah.
That is true.
So maybe it could be a 3 or a 4 then. A 4 maybe.
I think a 4 here is also good.
There we go. 2, 4, 2, 4, 2.
Great.
Okay, and then we're on to what is possibly our final donated detective.
Yeah.
Which is
who is it?
I think he's from the Bill.
Yeah, that seems like a likely place for a detective to come from.
I think I know who this is, and I think he does have a very memorable look. Yeah, this is the guy. Oh, sorry, we moved the spreadsheet. Look at this guy. That's it's a look.
Oh no. I don't like that. I don't want to be left alone in a lift with this.
No, I know. It's what I mean, like classic 80s cop, right? Here he is.
Yeah, really bad vibes. Josie Hopatia is asking, are you ceasing donations? Do you want to announce the cutoff in case anyone wants to get some last ones in?
Yeah, it's now.
Yeah.
But I would prefer nobody does. We've got enough detectives.
Yeah.
Not like, obviously donate if you really desperately think somebody needs to be in still, but I personally think this is enough detectives.
Right, here's Tosh.
Okay, do you want to hear what the Bill wiki writer has to say
Please.
about him?
I bet the Bill has an insanely detailed wiki as well.
He didn't look like a tough crime buster. He stood at just 5 feet 7 inches tall, was a little on the chubby side, and he was frankly scruffy. He seemed to have one suit, one shirt, which he wore Monday to Friday, one tatty old raincoat. It all matched his car, an ancient Volvo which kept breaking down. More to the point, he had a wife, Muriel, too large a mortgage. He was, however, a good copper, and always had a ready smile that went right up into his eyes. He was second to none when it came to solving cases, which was why the likes of Burnside were happy to overlook his sartorial shortcomings and to protect him from any flack from above.
Classic
It's nice that he had a
Burnside.
smile. And also, this does say he could smell a liar, but...
Rick Yates described him as the British Tom Selleck.
I think that's possibly too high of a compliment.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
It's not even a great moustache, is it? It's kind of bushy. No, that's not him. Okay, let's see what ChatGPT says. Okay, he's portrayed as a competent police officer but doesn't necessarily exhibit genius level intellect. His effectiveness lies in his experience and dedication to police work. He's generally a moral and principled character. His commitment to justice and upholding the law is a consistent aspect of his portrayal in the bill. His sidekicks are the other cops from the bill. He wears a police. We know what he wears. We know what he wears. He occasionally exhibits a dry sense of humour, and his interactions with colleagues can include moments of wit. However, humour is not the primary focus of his character.
But he did have a ready smile.
He did, yeah.
He doesn't sound witty. I think this Wikipedia writer would have said.
Yeah, they would have done.
Witty.
Right, we can bang these straight in, can't we?
Yeah.
Hello, sorry, I had to leave for a bit, but it sounds like you're wrapping up.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna bang in some numbers for Tosh.
Dial extremely low.
Sorry, hang on. New laws just dropped.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
The guy that played him, brought out an autobiography called "The Man Who Loved Too Much: My Life Inside and Outside the Bill."
Oh my god.
Oh, he seems nice.
I'm sure he's fine. I mean, I don't think naming yourself after that, the man who made... Oh, God.
Yeah.
The leather gloves are really...
Man who loved too much. I mean, it is.
Is he supposed to have loved being in the bill too much?
I've no idea. I've not read it. Maybe that's a future stream. I don't know. Yeah, Red's got it. Maybe for Toshtober or something. It could be great. I'll see if I can find it. Okay, well.
Why did you say Toshtober when Movember already exists?
Well, yeah, but that's already a thing, isn't it? Okay, he's the Tash detective. Let's punch some numbers in. Let's punch some numbers in.
Yeah.
It's like a 3 or 4 for genius, right? It's just a solid cop.
Well, he is so good that the boss cops let him get away with being...
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think maybe this is like a 5.
Yeah, I reckon it's a 5. Morality, he's an honest cop, but he's a cop, so I don't think it can be much above a 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm happy with a 5 here.
His sidekicks are the other guys from the bill.
Yeah,
do you know what? He could be 5s
though.
Across the board because he's a very generic cop, isn't he? He's the most generic cop.
He's a one in style.
Yeah, that's true. And it's a low sidekicks. It's a 3 or 2, right? Because there's lots of them.
Yeah, I think it's a 2. They're not really his sidekicks, right? They're just also there.
We're giving him a 1 in style. The ones for the moustache.
Yes.
I think considering how much time the wiki devoted to talking about what a mess he is.
What a mess he is, yeah. And also this. also, this is what he looks like.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do we think? Do we think The Man Who Loved Too Much is going to be a funny read?
No. And I know that Wikipedia writer would have been like, oh, he was funny.
Yeah, so it's like a 2 or a 3, right? Maybe.
Yeah, I think that book seems like he is deeply self-serious.
He seems wet.
He does seem wet. He's wetter than Brody.
Yeah.
Right,
That's good.
There we go. 55212.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for the raid marked as red.
Oh, hello, Raiders.
We are ranking some detectives. Do you have an opinion on Tosh from the Bill? We do now.
What should you ask?
You've got to engage. You've got to engage new viewers. That's
Yeah.
I don't remember who it
introduce
was,
us.
but I don't remember who it was. But there was a stand-up who did a bit of we as people have too many opinions. Like, why do I have an opinion on what my favorite lineup of the Sugar Babes is? And now I'm going to have an opinion about all of these detectives for the rest of my life.
yeah. I know. I think Tosh isn't that witty.
I will go to my grave believing truly in my heart that Rasta Mouse is a 10 in morality.
Yeah. Okay, we're moving on to our own personal picks now.
Woohoo!
So Morse, Endeavour Morse.
That's good.
Yeah, I think I was probably a bit scared of Tosh.
I don't think I've ever seen a single episode of The Bill.
It's the kind of
the
thing.
Only thing I know is that the only thing I know about The Bill is that LaRue's mum was on it.
LaRue's mum was in The Bill, yeah. It was sort of on, Yeah,
Yeah, it was kind of. I can't remember what time it was on, but it feels like it was. I'm home from school. Corey's not on yet, but they've got The Bill on.
At the start.
Maybe it was the other way around.
Okay. Right. Morse is smart, right? Or is he?
Mm-hmm.
That's his thing.
Yeah.
He's not a straight 10 because he's not good at talking to people. But he's quite good at talking to people.
He has a great hit rate for all of his cases.
He does, yeah. Almost 100%.
He has to deal with a lot of intellectual types, quote unquote, given the setting of the show.
That's true, because he's in Oxford, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and there are some great episodes about the sort of various weird societies that go on.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Successful discussion.
And he himself also has a lot of if I say crossword knowledge, does that make sense?
Yeah, he's a crossword. He's the king of time of the detective world, isn't he?
Yeah. So I think maybe Genius a 9.
Mm-hmm.
That's what ChatGPT said. He's depicted as a highly intelligent and intellectually curious detective. His sharp mind, extensive knowledge, and deductive reasoning skills make him stand out as a brilliant investigator.
Great.
9 it is. And he's sort of moral, but he also drinks heavily at work, and he almost always tries to seduce someone on every case.
Does he?
Morse?
Morse, yeah, he's always having a little flirt.
Wow.
Oh, Morse, you dog. You'll love him for it, though.
So I guess for full disclosure, I've only ever really watched Lewis and some of Endeavour by young
Morse like to have a little flirt. I'll put that in quotation marks. Maybe I've made this up, and if so, I'll apologise to Morse.
Mark Just Red has confirmed that he tries to chat up every woman in every story.
Thank you, Mark Just Red. Yes. So he likes to have a little flirt.
Good for him.
And then Bread Santa said he's like a dog with 2 dicks.
Okay.
Good for him, honestly.
Yeah.
ACAB does not include Morse. But it does include McGruff the crime dog.
We did John Nettles in Midsummer Murder, so I think that's similar. Right, so where are we putting him for morality? Given that he literally chats up every woman in every story.
And he is an officer.
But he's not corrupt, is he? And he often fights back against corruption. He there's always a weird running through Morse, there's this weird kind of Masonic side plot where his higher up is a Mason.
Oh,
I'd completely forgotten about that.
And that comes up in Morse quite a lot. And he's he's always he always rejects joining the Masons and stuff.
Okay.
Mark's Red does make a good point that ACAB may not include Morse, but it does have to include Hathaway, portrayed by Lawrence Fox, who is Morse's sidekick's sidekick.
Yeah.
Should we come back to morality? Because sidekicks.
No, I think we can do morality.
Yeah,
It's a solid 5. It's fine.
Yeah,
you know?
give it a 5.
What do we think about Lewis?
Love Lewis.
Lewis, we love.
I love Lewis.
I would argue reasonably passionately for Lewis to get an 8 at least.
Yeah.
He's so good.
I watched the other day the episode where it's the guy who killed his wife or is responsible for his wife's death. Such a good episode.
He's good. I'm a fan of the guy, Kevin Waitley.
Yeah, I think he covers things that Morse is not capable of doing. There are a lot of cases that Morse couldn't solve if Lewis wasn't there.
My favourite episode of Morse is where he has to investigate an illegal rave, and for some reason Lewis puts on a hat. But this isn't a good enough picture of the hat.
Yes.
Anyway.
I really want to watch Lewis now. That's what I'm doing after the stream.
See, I used to like Lewis, but it's
Yeah, now Lawrence Fox is there, and it is really hard to watch.
It's too long. It shouldn't be 2 hours either.
No.
Bullshit.
I think sidekick.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Maybe I'm actually going to push for Lewis to get a 9.
He's good. Lewis is good.
We've all talked quite passionately about him just now.
Yeah, I think it's a 9 because I think he is stylish, but I don't think he would rank very high in terms of style.
No. Styles maybe a 3.
No, he's scruffy again, isn't he? He's
yeah.
But his car's nice.
Young Morse is a bit stylish.
That's true, yeah. And this hasn't specified, so I guess this includes. We can take that into account. Here they are side by side. Again, John. He's a handsome man, isn't he, John Thor? But
yeah, I don't know.
But is that style?
It's a bit style, but I think it's still, maybe a 4.
I think a 3, a 3 or
I think
a 4.
A 3 is correct.
I think a 3 is correct, but I know I didn't want to get sidetracked, but I found the original and best-selling guide to the Oxford of Inspector Morse from the Inspector Morse Society.
Is that just going to be like a list of places that people have been murdered?
Yeah, I think so in Morse. Here's young Lewis. Right. Anyway, let's not get sidetracked.
Look at that haircut.
Do you think Morse is witty? He's not a quippy guy. Lewis is the quippy guy.
No, he's
not a quippy guy. He's very much a kind of
deadpan, isn't he? Very dry.
Yeah.
I think this is a 4. Mm-hmm. That's my gut feeling.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
4.
I think that's fair because he's not. He's quite he's a very serious man. He likes classical music.
Yeah.
He likes his old car.
He kind of is like. It's interesting. He's the protagonist. He's basically like the straight man protagonist, I guess, because he does encounter some wacky characters.
He does, yeah. Sorry, Josie asked if Lewis's hair is a landline phone, and it does have the same line.
It does look like a landline.
It does, yeah. Oh, hello, Baldy. Right. Professor Layton.
Wait, what's the adjective? Is it Oxfordian? Do we call him the...
Yeah.
Oh, you've got Oxford.
Oh, you've gone for Oxford. Perfect.
Riddles, the riddles detective.
He is the riddles detective.
It's puzzles, sure. It's puzzling, surely.
No, all the puzzles are riddles.
But he literally says this reminds me of a puzzle.
Yeah, then he gives you something that isn't a puzzle.
It's just a riddle.
Because it reminds him of a puzzle.
Just a trick.
That is true, yeah. It's always a riddle that reminds him of a puzzle. Okay. Okay, Professor Layton.
He's clever. He's a clever guy.
He's very clever.
Do you know what? I've gone off him since I've become more closely since I've embodied him.
No, I don't think he's witty.
I think his genius is really gone down since he's been me.
I mean, he's a bit of a bore.
Yeah, he is. He is.
But what
I
do you
think-
expect?
I think this is an 8. It's good, but it's not great.
He's depicted as being very smart, isn't he? And he has a reputation
Yeah.
for being very. But of course, his genius is linked to your ability to solve the puzzles.
Yeah.
You are
Yeah, but
him.
we have at least one other game from Detective on the list from a game.
Brett said he's thick as big shit.
That's not true.
I don't
Let's not
think
get
that-
sidetracked.
I don't get sidetracked by what Brett Santa says.
Oh, you need to reset the clock as well, Pete.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. No problem. But I think we'll do this. We can do this one pretty quick. Okay.
Okay. Genius? 8.
Yeah, I think 8's good for genius. He's a stylish guy. He's not witty though, is he?
No, not at all. It's like a 2.
So yeah, I'll give him an 8 for genius. Yeah, 2 for wit. Taps. Oh, thickest picture. Yeah, fair enough.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think we should make that common parlance.
What, taps?
Yeah, taps.
he's a joke shop undertaker.
But it's recognisable.
Yeah, you could go as Professor Layton to a costume.
Yeah.
Well, he's based on
If
Sherlock Holmes.
When I was out on Halloween, if I had seen a Luke and Leighton costume, I would have lost my mind. I would have been so excited.
You could absolutely.
I saw a Linguini and Remy from Ratatouille, and I was like yelling.
Oh, my
outside
friend
this
went as
bar.
Linguini last year, and it was so good. Yeah, I think crucially, sometimes style is not to our own personal taste, but nevertheless, he is stylish.
Yes, and everyone
He
in the
has
game
a style.
remarks about how stylish he is, don't they?
That is true. I think that's very diplomatic of you, Plum.
Nobody would think you were Lincoln because
Yeah,
he doesn't
but
have a big beard.
Gobelin suggested
Clean shaven.
that you and Andy might go as Leighton and Luke.
Yeah. I want to go as Blues Brothers. That's the actual.
And Josie suggested that I'm going to go as Tosh.
Yeah, great.
I was talking about Halloween with a friend of mine the other day, and I can't remember what I said I wanted to do this year. This past year, I was a sexy wizard.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun. I had a beard that was very itchy all night. It's a miracle I didn't lose it, really.
Oh, now Josie suggested I should go as Sharky.
Lovely. People will really get that.
What am I going to do? Paint myself pink and wear a little hat? I've got a hat.
I just like to note that this time you're filling. It's time for taking away from ranking detectives that you want to rank.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm just being a competent streamer. That's not true. Josie said I'm already pink. Right. Okay. He's moral, right? He's moral.
Yes.
So that's going to be high, like a 7 or an 8 or something.
Yeah.
I think even a 9.
Maybe a 9. He is very moral, and he's not a cop.
No. He loves solving. He's almost so moral that it's annoying, and that he's
Yes, he's all about the
always-
riddles, right?
He can't. Yeah, he can't say no to somebody.
Yeah.
If they ask him for like a tiny favor, he's like, "Of course,
Yeah.
I'll help you find your cat." The murder,
Yeah.
no problem. I
Yeah.
just
He's absolutely moral
Yeah.
to a fault, isn't he? So yeah, 9. Okay, his
Sidekick 10.
yeah,
Lovely.
okay, not even
yeah.
And what?
I
Okay,
love
where
Luke.
are we coming down on style? He is stylish. It's going to be at least a 7,
Yeah.
right?
I
He
think
is
a
stylish,
7.
and I think Plum made the point he's stylish in canon, which is significant.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
this is an 8.
Yeah, because people
Yeah, I
always
think
say
an 8's fair.
how stylish he is.
It's a very powerful card.
He
He is
is,
very
but he's a
But
powerful
he's
guy,
he's a powerful man.
Yeah.
and he can still be
Have you
beaten
guys?
on wit.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch the stream yesterday. Have you guys finished the game?
No,
No.
Okay.
we did
So I wanna
make some
talk about-
progress.
I want to talk about it, but I'll have to be there when the next time that you when you get to the big reveal.
It'll be
Yeah, we're
Monday.
not there yet.
Yeah.
I don't think.
We're
No,
nearly-
we're not in the tower yet. We're
No.
not even
Yeah.
in the park yet.
we-
Oh, okay.
We're
Okay.
near
you've
the
got a lot
park.
coming.
Yes. We've got a lot of hint coins.
We do have a lot
Oh,
of hint
that's something.
coins.
Okay, let's move on. Come on, time is money.
Hetty Wainthrop. Is this off my list?
Yeah, it's off my list actually. That's
Oh,
why I was
perfect.
annoyed.
A big
Well, I watched quite a lot of it as a
big
kid.
head.
I think she's so good.
Yeah, she is good. So this is
I've never seen
so this
this.
is Hyacinth
Routledge thing I've not seen.
This is
Hetty
Hyacinth
Wainthropp
Fuquay.
I hesitate to say like
PI.
UK Murder She Wrote, but it's kind of UK Murder She Wrote.
And a
in that it's
psychic
like...
is the Hobbit, right? Is a Hobbit. It's the Hobbit from the Hobbit film.
I beg your pardon?
The psychic's this guy from the Hobbit.
Dominic Monaghan.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I would really recommend it.
Honestly, it is great.
It's good, and it's funny because she never solves crimes that have like any real like deep meaning.
No.
Yeah.
It's like the epitome of cozy.
It absolutely is. It's like, oh, my daughter's got a bit off the rails or something, and then she follows her to a social club or something like that.
She doesn't ever really have to do any detecting. She always just gets told the gossip.
It is.
She's like, oh, okay.
I absolutely love Patricia Routledge.
Yeah.
Like Victoria Wood's Kitty. I will sometimes just look those up and watch all of them back to back. It's so funny.
No, actually, just even thinking about this
Dominic Monaghan
has made me want to rewatch this.
I honestly can't recommend it enough. Maybe I'll rewatch it. It's great.
Do it on stream. Do a Hetty Wainthropp watch along.
There's worse things we could do. It does have the vibe of Grandma Grandson solve crimes.
So they're good.
But not important crimes ever.
So the plot of Hetty Wainthropp is she retires, right? She's a retired northern woman who then becomes a PI. Despite having no real skill for it, she just sort of fancies it.
Yeah.
Oh, God forbid women have hobbies.
I know. I think that's good, but I think that.
And she sometimes does help the cops, right? But like only in as much as sometimes the thing she's investigating, she's like, "Oh, I guess we should tell the cops about this."
And I think that there's a policeman who originally is annoyed with her, but then realizes that she's quite useful.
Classic cop.
Yeah.
Would you say what was the name? Was it Mrs. Seydoux?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Would you say she is more or less effective than Mrs. Seydoux?
I think they're very much in the same category, aren't they?
Yes, it's very much. I would say the writers of Mrs. Seydoux enjoyed Hetty Wainthropp a lot.
Yeah.
I would say marginally less effective, just because she has and relies on her sidekick more than Mrs. Seydoux does. Like he does a lot more of the running around style detecting.
Right.
But that's not in a bad way. Just I would say maybe her genius is like a 6, but her sidekick is also a 6.
I think that's true because she's kind of she's not really like a genius, is she? She's more like dogged, and she just doesn't like someone will tell her to go away, and she doesn't go away. She just comes back.
Yeah.
So it's more like she's more principled than she is a genius, I think, and kind of thorough. So yeah, psychic's going to be like a 6 or a 7.
Yeah,
she's got a husband as well who sort of stays at home.
I think it's a 6.
Yeah, it is like a Daily Mail Columbo. Yeah. Yes, she is very much a busybody. Yeah.
So very much in the vein of Hyacinth Bouquet.
Yeah. I mean, I like Patricia Routledge, but she's deeply typecast.
Yes.
Anything she's on British TV. Okay, she is quite moral, right? Because she is uncorruptible, but she does sometimes work with the cops.
Well, often I think the stuff she's investigating is stuff that the cops have initially been like, "Oh, that's too small. We can't be bothered with it."
Yeah.
And so that is good.
Yeah,
in that, like,
I think that's true. I think her morality is a very strong point of her character.
Yeah, I would say maybe an 8.
Yeah, I think it's at least an 8, yeah. Right, how stylish do you think she is?
She's always wearing that hat.
Yeah.
But it's not always that hat. Sometimes it's a different colour of that hat.
Yeah.
I think, a lady of a certain age, of a certain social class, would never be caught dead without a hat, probably.
See, sometimes it's this hat.
Yeah.
This is a good picture as well. It's such a great show.
Sometimes it's like a scarf on the head, right?
Yeah, sometimes she does wear a scarf. Local detectives find arsonist and win £15,000. It's such a good show.
I think the style is like a 4. It's fine, you know, but this is the suit cop outfit of the old lady detective.
Yeah,
It
it's
absolutely
very
is. Yeah,
beige.
it is very beige.
beige.
Look at Hobbit's little scooter.
we're not ranking him
No, we're not.
unless he counts as an accessory, which
Well, he's a psychic, isn't he? He's part of the psychics. But yeah, okay, she's not particularly stylish. Is she?
no.
She's not. She's witty in that she's good at talking to people, but she's not chucking out zingers, is she?
No. I think this is like a 3.
Yeah, I think so.
But then maybe let's bump her genius up to a 7.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
7 is quite high.
She does be solving the crimes.
She does solve the crimes.
She do be solving crimes though.
She do be solving crimes. But is she a genius? Oh, running out of time, but that's probably better than
No, alright, let's take her back down to a 6 on genius.
We could give her a 9 for morality, possibly.
No.
Yeah,
but she's too much of a cop.
Yeah,
Is she as moral as Professor Layton?
No. This is correct.
Yeah, this is right? 68643.
Yeah. This card is correct. And she is the busybody detective.
She is the busybody detective.
Right, who next? Are we done?
We can probably squeeze 1 or 2 more in if we're quick. Who do we have left on the...
I'll give you some options. Frog Detective.
Yep.
John Luther. The Inspector from Inspector Calls. Father Brown. Lord Peter Wimsey. Or all of Rosebery and Thyme.
I don't mind.
By which I mean both of them. I also don't mind. I don't think I've interacted with any of these other detectives.
Oh, I'm very knowledgeable on Father Brown.
Frog Detective.
Great.
Frog Detective.
But let's do Frog Detective first.
Yes.
Because this will be... Well, I will play more Frog Detective.
Oh yeah, Josie says Cadfael, who I did originally have on this list. So maybe let's do those 3 as our final 3 because I'm very knowledgeable on Cadfael.
Perfect, we can bang through these. And I think Bird is going to be a Frog Detective expert here.
Yeah.
I am. I did also put Dick Gumshoe on the list.
Oh yeah, we can do it.
Yes, from Ace Attorney, right?
Yes.
Which of those would you prefer to have as it? Well, I mean, we can.
I think Frog Detective is probably more fun.
I trust you. You could even fill out Dick Gumshoe's stats off screen, and I would trust you on them.
Oh, thank you, Pleb.
I also trust you.
Frog Detective.
Here he is.
He is in canon the second best detective.
He is, yeah.
Lobster Cop is more famous than him. He's a PI, not a police officer, but he is somehow in league with Lobster Cop.
That's true, yeah. It's a confusing organisation.
It's a confusing setup. He's very moral. He believes in restorative justice? He even eventually down the line, I think in Frog Detective 3, deals with corrupt. I wish Summer were here because she's a big Frog Detective fan. But in one of the later games, he deals with police corruption.
Does he?
And handles it very deftly.
I will play through the Frog Detective games, but sadly, the way people want me to play it made it very. It means I need to give it an evening.
He doesn't have a sidekick, so I think a sidekick it has to be 0.
Yeah, because he just doesn't. He's a lone wolf.
Yeah.
Well, frog.
Lone frog. He's also our second frog on the list.
Yes,
following on from Nicky Flippers.
It's true. How do you think he compares? How would you compare him to Nicky Flippers? Nicky Flippers is higher ranking, right?
He is sweeter. He's got a nicer disposition. He might not have style in his outfit, but in every game you can decorate his folio with stickers, which is fun.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So what would you give him for style?
He does talk about how he can't wear hats because of how his head is shaped.
He's a man after my own head.
I hope not. Sorry, just you flicking through the tabs is really funny. Yeah. I would say, I mean, his it's partially, I think, because of the game's art style, but his basic outfit is very simple. So I would probably maybe say a style 4.
4?
Yeah.
Or 3.
I
four
think
is fair.
Does the fact that he can skateboard give him style points?
Yes, that's a 5.
Okay, that's a 5.
Okay, 5 for style. He's pretty
He
moral, is he?
Yeah, like he believes in restorative justice. He
Yeah.
like approaches everybody that he interviews like earnestly. He wants to do well at his job. I would say maybe.
So he's right up there then. He's right up there with
He
like
could be
8, 9, 10.
be another Rasta Mouse.
Yeah.
I think he is another Rasta Mouse.
I think he's a 10.
I think he's a 10. Yeah, he's pure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. What about his genius and wit?
Okay. Genius. He does. If you play through the games, you solve all the cases that you're given.
That's true.
However,
yeah.
it is established that you are not the number one detective.
No, and a lot of the. From what I've played of it, it's not a particularly tricky puzzle game. It's more like
No, it's kind of that point and click sensibility of I need X, and then you talk to someone else and they're like, well, I need Y, and then you talk to someone else and they're like, well, I have Y, but I need Z.
Yeah. So it is just like seems to be a lot of collecting objects and working out their accents.
Well, the accents is not a part of gameplay.
It seemed to be quite a heavy part of my gameplay.
He is actually more stylish than I remember him being, but I'm content with a 5.
I think a 5's fair. He's got 10 for morality now.
Yeah.
Genius is mid, isn't it? It's kind of
like a 6 or a 7.
Yeah, I think a 6 is maybe fair. It could be a 7, but he is only the second best detective.
And then I think maybe a wit. He kind of balances out all of the other, frankly, zany characters around him very well.
Yes, yeah.
He is charismatic. Like everybody wants to talk to him. They're happy to kind of divulge secrets and that kind of thing. So I think maybe like a 7 for wit.
Yeah,
I think that seems good.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. Yes, that's quite a recurring theme that in a lot of these things, the detective themselves isn't the witty character. They're sort of the they have a witty. So the other characters, they are witty around them.
Yeah, I guess because more often than not, they're like the protagonist.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for them to be the straight man.
Yeah. Right, 610057. A strong card for Frog Detective. Okay, CAD file.
Here we go.
The Monk Detective.
Yeah. When I was 9, somebody got me a full set of the CAD file books at school because I'd read everything else at the school.
It's Derek Jacobi, isn't it?
It is Derek Jacobi in the TV series, but I've actually not watched a lot of the TV series because I think it's boring. It's not like bad, it's just everything's brown and it's very slow moving.
Yeah, I've never.
It's just set in the Middle Ages.
I've never committed to it because it does. Yeah, it does look like a very plain show.
I saw the name with a rose in Waterstones the other day, and I was like, I should read this. And I was like, it's so long and it's all monks.
Yeah. No, the books are great because he is a monk, but he's like a cheeky monk. He likes working like outside the monk system. He hasn't been a monk all his life, so he has canonically fucked. He has a son. So canonically fucked several times.
Oh my goodness.
As seen on Mystery.
Big times. And also, it's fun because he's like a herbalist kind of guy. So he gets called in to do he's kind of like the medical examiner kind of character from modern day detective stuff.
That is a very fun conceit.
Yeah, but then he also obviously is detecting and stuff. And it's interesting because there's kind of this balance of it's helpful that he knows about the outside world beyond the abbey, but does that make him a bad monk? But that makes him a better detective. So it's interesting.
Did you play Pentiment, Clem?
I've not played Pentiment, but I think I probably would enjoy it.
This is giving me big Pentiment vibes.
Yeah, I would say that the
You need to do
aesthetic.
Pentiment. I think I will play it at some point.
So yeah, I would say his morality. I would say maybe his morality is also a 10, in that he's objectively not a cop. And he like he also believes in restorative justice, or like I guess maybe the better way of describing it is like compassionate justice. Like he believes in doing what's best to help the victims of the crimes.
Yeah.
And also does some things that are like obviously off-brand for a priest in the 14th century, like saying it's fine to be in a relationship outside of wedlock, or like.
Bread Santa has asked if he did the Crusades.
He's 12th
And if he
century.
did, that most definitely will knock off some morality points.
Yeah, I think he did go to the Crusades.
I'm just going to scan his... Oh, yeah. I've seen death in many shapes. I've been a soldier and a sailor in my time in the East in the Crusade, and for 10 years after Jerusalem fell.
Fine.
I've seen men killed in battle. Come to that, I've killed men in battle. I never took joy in it that I can remember, but I never drew back from it either.
Okay, I'll come down from a 10 to a 9.
To a 9. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. I'm coming down to an 8.
Yeah.
An A. He's clearly repentant.
I think he's
just
repentant. He's so repentant he's become a monk. Like there's a lot more repenting you could do, and he has very modern opinions. But I'll come down to an 8. He doesn't really have a sidekick. He works quite closely with the local sheriff. So, like he's a local guy who is like in charge of stuff. I wouldn't say he's necessarily like a sidekick. More just like a reason for this monk to leave the abbey in terms of plots. So maybe I would give him like a 3. I think that character is like a fun character. Just like
it sounds like a very fun premise. Maybe I should read some of these. Are
they
good. Are they very much for children?
No. I was being precocious by reading them. No, they're great. I would recommend them. They're good like summer holiday reads because you can't read them too quickly.
Yeah.
Which is my key thing. So style, it's a 1.
Yeah, I mean,
style's a 1.
Style, it's this, isn't it? Yeah.
Monks do unfortunately have an iconic style, but that iconic style is bad.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that haircut.
Bowl haircut often with the weird bald bit at the top.
Yeah. I would say his wit is like he's another very dry character.
Oh, but yeah, I could see Derek Jacobi doing that really well.
Yes, well, exactly. But he is quite witty in that he's like this kind of odd monk owl. So I would say this is maybe like a 5. I think he is witty.
Okay. I'm happy with that.
And he's sometimes, but we've included like the ability to talk to people in wit. Like he's very comfortable talking to like fancy people and just regular peasants. So he's good at like adjusting to the scenario he's in. And genius, I would say like quite high. He obviously has a lot of knowledge, which is why he can do this herbalism and detecting.
Particularly
so I'd say maybe this is like
the 12th century as well. He would have been.
Yeah, so I'd say maybe this is like an 8.
He's sort of a polymath, isn't he? He's lived many
that
lives.
seems reasonable.
Nice. I feel happy with these scores.
He already wears the sackcloth. Sorry, Bresson just said I'd make a good monk, but that's not.
Do you think could you see yourself making mead caring for bees?
I do think if I'd lived in the medieval times, the dream that the best thing to do, I think, was being a monk.
Yeah, I think I would just die. I think I would rather be dead.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably.
But I think you are right. Being a monk would be cool.
Well, because they invented
there was patronage was such a big thing then.
Yeah.
So you'd have like artists in residence.
They drew those nice margins, and they got to do the honey beers and invent whiskey and things. That would have been all right.
And then there's that one particular margins where I'm guessing just like a monastery cat has like smudged the ink, and you can see little paw prints, which is very cute.
Yeah. I think Josie. Sadly, I think that might be true. Josie says, "I think medieval me would have been burned early."
Red Santa says monks invented double blinkers, but you also know that. Did you know that they invented double fisting?
And with
honey beer in
that,
each hand.
Will you tell us about Father Brown in 5 minutes?
I've watched a lot of the TV show. It's a BBC. It's a good BBC daytime show. Mark Williams is Father Brown. I think he's good in it. Have you not what? You're not a fan?
No, my mum likes it, and I make fun of her for liking it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not. I like. Would I seek it out? Well, actually, I probably didn't I? Here he is. Here he is. So his style is low.
Yeah.
But he is.
Yeah.
He is smart. He's sort of unassuming stuff. He uses being a priest to get access to, like, he's always the first one on the scene because he has to give them a blessing.
Why is he solving crimes and not being a priest?
Because he's a bit because I think
for over 100 episodes
because he likes it. That's sort of a he I guess he's like he's not a that's why he's been shunted out to the it's set in like Gloucestershire somewhere. So he's sort of been shunted out to a small village somewhere because he's troublesome. There are a lot of murders, but yeah, he uses the fact that he obviously gets to access the bodies first.
Do you think it could be like? Have you seen the film Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, what you think that's Father Brown?
Yeah, I think he's the one doing the murder, so he has something to do.
Yeah, 100 episodes.
Yeah,
That's a lot of murder.
It's insane. It's too many episodes. The premise obviously doesn't work. Like, why does this village have so many murders? It doesn't make sense.
At least Miss Marple has
but the same thing could be said of Midsummer.
No, yeah, but they're cops and they go to different villages.
Yeah.
It's their job to be there.
It's Murder She Wrote, isn't it?
Miss Marple has the good grace to go to like a big house in the country and a murder happens
even
there.
Jessica Fletcher occasionally sees a murder in New York.
Yeah,
because they're not all covered. But yeah. So anyway, there's a lot. So the show is implausible, but he's generally a nice guy. You know, he's generally a nice guy. Let's put some numbers in. Right, style is low. He just wears a cassock. So it's got to be the same as Cadfael, right? It's got to be a 1.
Yeah.
No, what about his big hat?
What, you think the hat gives him a 2?
How often does he wear that hat?
Oh, all the time. He also carries
that's 2.
An umbrella. Yeah, okay.
I'm not compelled by the umbrella.
For a priest, relatively witty. He's probably wittier than Cadfael. So I'm happy to give him like a 6 for that, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
He does have various sidekicks. The old woman that runs that's like his housekeeper, and then a series of different rich women who happen to live in the village and are friends with him. And then there was a kind of dodgy guy that he sort of took under his wing, and it taught him to the guy taught Father Brown to pick locks. So he's got a colourful range of sidekicks.
Do you think those characters are his sidekicks, or are they just also characters in the TV
No,
show?
they're definitely his sidekicks. They specifically help him in the crimes and stuff. Not the crimes, investigating the crimes. Name one of them. I could name them all, Baldy. I still out myself as knowing about this show, which I am also doing. Sid, Mrs. Yeah, he could be a wrong 'un. But like they're a solid. But I reckon they've got to be a 4 or a 5. He is moral, and he is quite smart.
Yeah, I am seeing here that he didn't manage to get out of going to the war by being a conscientious objector, which he clearly could have done.
Well, he Yeah,
He went on both of them. Both the wars.
He went to
Okay,
both.
that's bloodlust.
But there is that. He fought in both the wars, and then I think I think he's similar to Cadfael in that sense, in that he then joined the priesthood after the war. I think. I think that's the canon. So he's a moral guy. He does sometimes. He is friends with a world famous master criminal. That comes up once a series.
Just me.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
They're just friends. There's like a guy who's like a big art thief. It's never entirely clear, King of Time, but he's sort of late Middle Ages, I'd say.
All he wants to know if Father Brown fucked the canon.
It's never. I don't think it's ever explicit. No, I think he probably can. I think he. Actually, I don't know. He could have done. He could have done.
Just Baldy, do you mean did he fuck in canon?
No, did he fuck the canon?
The canon.
That's why he went to the other. That's why he came back for the Second War. But his morality is good. He's got to be at least as moral as Cadfael. I'll give him an 8 because he is
he's
friends
also
with
got pretty
criminal.
low. He's got pretty low numbers otherwise.
Yeah, exactly, and he is pretty smart. I'd say he's the smartest. I'd say he's similar to Cadfael.
I can't countenance this man scoring better than Cadfael.
Fine, he'll get a 7 for genius. How's that?
Okay.
Where did the extra style point come from?
It was his hat, but I am going to deduct it again.
Take it off. You gave it.
I didn't realise you were going to be so kind to him. This show is the most boring show I've
yeah. It's a boring.
If I was in hospital recovering from something, and the options were watch Father Brown or stare at the wall, I'd stare at the wall.
That's fair enough. We've not been that kind to him. Actually, it's got quite high scores.
Yeah. He's got 7 and an 8.
Well, I've given him a 5 for being like, sometimes he hangs out with a rich old lady.
Okay, fine, that's a 4. It's not a great show. Okay, look, that's done. Okay, one more to finish us off.
Yeah, Bird, just tell us the answers.
Okay, Dick Gumshoe. Okay, he is the sidekick, so he doesn't. But I would still give him like a 4 or a 3
for sidekick.
Yeah, because basically he is like best buddies with your rival prosecutor.
Okay, yeah.
And they're often like seen together.
Yeah.
Style, he is canonically a huge slob. However, he has a great fit, and if you dressed up as him, I would recognize it. So I can think maybe
hang on, right? Okay.
4.
Hang on.
Yeah, I think a 4 is good.
There he is.
Great coat. Look at him. It's a running joke in the series that he is absolutely stone broke. And I think for someone who has no money, he does pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice coat.
So I think a 4 for style. Morality, he is obviously a part of the police.
Yeah.
I don't know what anybody knows about the legal system in the Ace Attorney series, but all murders are punishable by death.
Oh dear.
And trials take place over like 3 days. It's a mess. It is at least in part a satire of the court system in Japan.
Okay.
Which I know very little about. But I would say a 4 for style, maybe.
Yeah.
Morality, he definitely occasionally goes above and beyond the call in order to help you. There's one case where I think he like has to stall for time whilst you're trying to investigate something.
Nice.
So I would say like morality 6, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe a 7.
I'm happy to give him. What do you reckon? Plum?
Let me look. I think a 6 is good.
I think a 6 is good.
Is he a witty genius?
I think wit is probably he's like a big personality.
Okay, yeah.
So I think probably wit might be a 7. I think that might be his highest, and I think genius is probably also a 6.
Nice.
Because he does a lot of like he will find stuff and present it to you, but then there'll always be like you'll find that he didn't think to like look at the back of a vase, or he'll be like, the victim wrote the victim wrote the murderer's name in blood, and it's like it's never who the person whose name has been written down.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. No. Right, there we go.
We did it.
78 detectives. Is that seem like enough for a top trumps deck?
That's enough.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Right, well done, everyone.
Good work, team.
Good. So we're going to make these into cards now. And at some point in the future, we will arrange a time to play this game. Possibly at some point over the festive period, but we'll see. Oh, there we go. Big fish is on the screen. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
it's crazy to think that this isn't even all the detectives.
I think
there's so many
more.
more.
I think that's basically all of them.
There's so many more. Harriet, Nancy Drew.
Yeah.
The other members of Mystery Inc. Mulder and Scully.
I think I'll give Dr. Plum most of the credit. Fine, Dr. Plum will make these cards.
That is true.
Okay, yeah. I'm all for giving Dr. Plum credit. Would you like a shout out?
Yeah. Actually, can I donate it to Brady?
What, you want me to give Bread Santa a shout out?
Yeah.
Why are you currying favour with Bread Santa?
I'm not, but I think Bread Santa's more likely to stream.
Bread Santa's streaming this
soon than I am. Yeah.
This Friday. Unfortunately, I'll be streaming at the same time because it's Fishmas. It's under the poster.
I'm very excited for Fishmas.
Well, everyone is now because of the song. Everyone's in the Fishmas spirit. Right, thanks everyone. This has been nice. What's King of Time done? Thank you, King of Time. Thank you, King of Time, for yeah, okay, I've made it less legible, Josie. But Fishmas is on Friday. Everyone knows about
No,
Fishmas.
to be fair, there was definitely a point in the stream where Sean was making it where it was like everything was communicated really clearly.
Yeah.
And then he basically decided to clog every bit of free space with something.
Yeah, and I've got to say, I was involved in that decision process. But I think Josie is particularly pointing out I've put a lot of shit in front of it.
Yeah. Okay. I have to go.
Yeah, no problem.
Goodbye, Bird.
Goodbye, Bird. Goodbye, everyone.
Farewell, everyone.
I'm going to find someone to raid quickly. Yeah, the Fishmas is Friday, of course. I'll be back on Thursday with the Madden stream. I might do something tomorrow, but I'm not sure. Don't know what yet. Keep an eye on the Discord. If you're not already in the Discord, feel free to join. Right, let's do a little raid, and yeah, I'll see you all again. Yeah, not sure. I might do it. Josie, Buzz Josie is streaming tomorrow. I would recommend that. Tomorrow afternoon, and then Sean's doing normal game, but I might squeeze something in at some point before then. We'll see. Harry's streaming tomorrow morning as well, probably. I don't think I can shout Harry out because I shouted out Bread Santa.
As you should have done, to be fair.
I know, it's fine. I'm happy to have shouted out Bread Santa. No one enables Bread Santa more than me. Yeah, actually, Bread Santa. Bread Santa could be streaming 2 days in a row if only he would ever appear on my stream. Right, let's do the raid. So yeah, I'll do that. That'll be Thursday. Friday, Fishmas. Saturday, wrestling. It's the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble 1996. That'll be good. Or not, actually. But I think it'll be fun. And Robot Wars on Sunday. So it's a full week of streams.
Big stuff.
And then we'll be back with more Professor Layton on Monday, right, Plum?
Yes, that's correct.
That's correct. And at some point in the future, there will be Decktectives game stream, but keep an eye on, you know, the Discord or whatever. Right, we're doing the raid now. Right, goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
And goodbye to everyone watching the VOD.
Thank you. That's good. That's good streaming.
Thank you.